It's been a minute. I d I did do a stream last Thursday, didn't I? I don't know. It feels like like it's been a minute because I mean with the holidays, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Welcome to the House of Flux. Come on in. It's actually not that cold out today, so come on in and just hang out. We're going to be doing our yearly recap. And I mean, we've been trying to, to be fair, we've been kind of trying to make it through the year since like September. I think I start. No, when did I start the yearly recap? Maybe not. I don't know. It's taken us way too long to get through the year, but we're definitely going to. Let's see. What's up, Project Metal Music in the house? What's up? Now Mrs. Flux is downstairs, and this is probably definitely one of those streams she's not paying any attention to. Uncle Buck in the house. What's up, Mike M? What's up, John? Billy A. Okie. Yeah, I'm not late. Everything decided to work perfectly. And I even have the website already pulled up. I am like rocking and rolling. It's been kind of a crazy week for me. So I'm happy it's Friday. I'm happy it's a long weekend. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. Oh my God. Like, bless you. May God be with you. Oof. Oof. Fundian in the house. What's up, Fundian? Yeah, but we're gonna be going. I'm gonna try and wrap up the year because we're in October. We're starting October. So October, November. We can definitely get through tonight because it's Friday. We're doing great. How's everybody doing? Oh my God, I have a story. While everybody's coming in, I'll tell a story before we jump into tonight's topics. So I'm learning some new stuff at work, and the girl teaching me some stuff at work. Okay, let me set the stage for you guys. She's sitting at her computer and I'm sitting right next to her. And there's a girl who comes up and she has a package and she goes, "Oh, guess what it is?" And I go, "Oh, is it a Walkman?" And she goes, "No." And as I say that, I notice the girl next to me. She starts typing something and I look over and I see on the computer she's typed Walkman into Google and Googled Walkman and like pictures of Walkman. And I look at her and I'm just like, "Why did you Google Walkman?" And she's just like, "I didn't know what it is." And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "I know what a cassette is." And I'm like, "Oh." She's like, "The cassette is the one you," and I'm like, oh my goodness. This girl is young. Like, you know, work stuff, you don't really, I'm not saying I don't make friends at work, I do, but like you don't always, yeah, 100%. Like I knew she was younger than me, but I didn't realize how much younger. I have never felt like physically I feel like I'm dying. I'm like 90 years old. Mentally I'm like 12. But today I felt mentally 32. I'm 32. I felt mentally my age. And it just hit. It hit different. It hit different this time. And I'm just like, oh, it hit different this time. 32 ain't bad. I just hit 47. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think age is just a number. Like people once you hit a certain age, I don't think it really matters because then it's just like life experience, and some people have more life experience than others and some people don't. And it hit different today. And then we were talking about my truck, and she goes, "Your truck is almost as old as me." And I'm like, and I stopped and I thought about it and I'm like, "My truck is a year younger than you." I mean, my truck is older, but it's not that much older. Flux knows what it feels like to be old. I mean, today, for the first time in my life, I felt my mental age. And it was just like, ugh, oh. Like, normally, I feel like I'm 12 all the time. Or physically, I feel like I'm 90 because everything hurts all the time. But, yeah, you're making us Gen Xers feel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Simon! Flex isn't old, she's 10. Thank you. But see, sometimes I do feel like I have an old soul. Like, I feel like I should have been born. Uh, I would have liked to have been born if okay. It's complicated because my love of the 1940s and 50s is solely for, like, the style and the music and just, like, not like any of the war parts or like, the terrible parts of it. And so I definitely am like, I should have been born in the 20s. So by the time the 1940s and 50s rolled around, like I could have participated in all the, like parties and the swing dancing and the big band music. And it's like, but then I also feel like I have the hair of the 80s. With my hair, I should have been born in the 80s and it would have been awesome, but not today. Yeah. But no, that was a little bit I just I just sat there and I'm just like, "Oh, oh." And then she looks at me and goes, "I know what a floppy disk is." And I'm like, "Yay." Yeah. Yeah, today I felt mentally my age and it hit different. It was a little bit of a shock. It was a little bit it was a little bit of a shock for me. But I just wanted to so desperate. No. I'm I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool too. Yeah. So my 98 Expedition make no, see, as a vehicle, I think a 98 is perfect for a vehicle. Like that's a good year for a vehicle. I mean, maybe not style wise, but like it was before cars went super like electric and computerized and all that good stuff. Uh Ellie Vance says, Flex, when I was your age, my friends had adult children. Your friends had Oh. Do any of my friends have adult children? No, no, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm there yet. No, I'm pretty sure all my friends' kids I'm trying to think of my friends and, like, their oldest kids because 'cause I'm pretty sure they're still No, no, I don't think any of my, like, peer friends have any adult children yet. I think I don't think that's a thing yet. Um, but I am, like, one of the few out of my friend group to not have children yet. Sorry, I just got a text, and I have to make Oh. Oh, dope. Okay. We were also Mrs. Flux and I were watching season 15 of Ink Master, and, she like, I had to we were watching the finale, okay, and I couldn't watch the end of it because I had to start my show. So, guys, I didn't get to watch the finale of something that already happened so that I could come hang out with you guys. And she just texted me. She's like, I'll text you and let you know who wins. I'm like, okay, cool. I could have Googled it, but like, that's not the fun of it. Mrs. Flex and I were watching it. And it's really funny because one of the competitors, his name is Brian. And I don't remember, I don't think we watched the first couple episodes, but unfortunately, the episode that he gets eliminated from, like in the Flash challenge, he decides to make a beach scene for his Flash challenge. And the way he said, like, oh, guys, what's up, Legal Vices?
I thought you were excited about something genuine. I'm like, she's excited about something. Oh, it's just me.
Well, you are something genuine to be excited about.
You're like, I'm like, oh, cool. What's she? Oh, she's just gonna bring me up. Never mind. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah. Slowly emerging from sleep.
Yes.
I'm not a wakey uppy kind of person.
It's ass early there, isn't it?
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
I've been awake for an hour and 20 minutes. I slowly come out of it.
Yeah, that's how I am. So sometimes I can wake up and I'm awake, but most mornings I'm like, let me lay here for like 3 hours to wake up, especially on the weekend.
Oh yeah. I'll do this. Like, I got to get up and do something this morning. Then about 2 o'clock, I'm like, I really should stop looking at my phone, reading a book, taking multiple naps, and actually do something.
Oh, but naps are so nice.
Yeah. Well, I had one of my besties send me a link, so I had to come.
That's what she thought. Phrasing.
Yeah.
So, I've been trying to get through the year for like a while, and I was supposed to wrap it up a long time ago, but I get sidetracked a little bit.
Oh yeah, so bring me on. That'll help.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
That'll help.
Well, we only have to get through like October, November, and like pretty much what's happened so far in December. So like not so much, but a little bit.
Well, let's do it.
Hell yeah. Let me bring up. So I use onthisday.com. And it pretty much, you can do a lot. You can look for a lot. I mean, it's pretty much every significant thing that like happens kind of throughout the world on certain days. And it's really cool. I've been using this to like look back and do just do yearly recaps for a couple years. Never last year was the first year I did it on stream, but I normally do it like privately.
And I distinctly remember you not being able to get through the year then too.
Yeah. Yep. It's kind of a trend, but this time I'm gonna finish.
Mofox says Flux needs a Killdozer beanie. This is Flux's hat.
Oh wait, where? Yeah, see, but that's your hat. I think
it's your hat.
Now I'm thinking I might need to like do that same exact thing, but for a beanie.
Yeah, this is actually Flux's hat. I'm just keeping it. I'm just holding it for her until she asks for it back. Hey, Chandler. Good morning.
It's not morning.
Well, it is for me.
Oh yeah, that's true. Chandler, check your phone. Chandler.
Yeah.
Check your phone. Chandler needs to check her phone. No, that's your hat now.
Oh, I'm just keeping it for you.
So, what's up, MLS Making Law Simple Dave? What the flux with a $5 super chat? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. What's up, Dave? Check my phone. Okay. Girl, do you not check your phone? Like, you need to check your phone. Oh, you're in bed. Oh, maybe see,
Boo.
okay, but maybe she's taking a nap
Yeah.
because naps are awesome. Um, so we can start in October. We're gonna kind of like what we do is we kind of skim through the month and we see if there's anything super important happening or
Nothing
like,
happened in October.
yeah, I mean, not really anything.
Ding
Uh,
dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch. The
no,
Ginsburg
see,
witch.
that's not even when she died though. This is just like,
That's
oh,
a stamp, yeah.
yeah, they gave her a stamp. Did you know that she was in favor of changing the legal age of consent to 13?
Well, just look at her. That's probably the only time she had a chance.
Oh God. True.
Horrible old bat.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not sad that she's gone. She didn't have a lot of she had a lot of underlying things that I took issue with. Ooh, ooh. Chandler's gonna join in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
That's what I'm talking
That's what
about.
peer pressure will
Oh,
do to you. All the cool kids are over here on stream. Come on, do
oh
it. Everybody
hell
else is
yeah.
doing it.
Oh, I'm so I get to be at the cool table.
What's the matter? You are the cool table.
You know, as a former super nerdy awkward homeschooler, that makes me super happy. Oh, alrighty. So
Granted,
uh
because of that, you're the socially awkward table, but you're the table.
you know
Just
what? I'm
kidding.
okay
Just
with
kidding.
being at the socially awkward table because, yep.
Yep.
Let's see. October 4th, McCarthy becomes the first Speaker of the House of Representatives
Hmm.
to be voted out by fellow Republican hardliners led by Matt Gaetz. That was fun. I'm pretty sure, what was it? I think it was September or August when he got his speakership.
Could
I
be.
think we read about it last stream, and I'm like, oh, let's see how long this lasts. It didn't last.
I can't believe you just scrolled right past who won the Nobel Prize for Physics. You just don't really care about news, do you?
Well, I mean,
It was Pierre Agostini and Fahrenheit Krauts and Helen Lahullier. They did research into attosecond pulses of light. How can you skip past that?
that is so fascinating. Because the Nobel Prize system is rigged.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
rigged and a
Oh, yeah.
political show.
Well, yeah, I mean, particularly the Peace Prize.
Oh, yeah.
But they
Oh,
still lobby for everything else.
Yep. I thought you were going to say, how could I breeze over the 21 people killed after a bus crashes off of a bridge and plunges 15 meters near Venice, Italy?
Well, that too.
Yeah, that's bad. Or the
Wait, the Colombian army apologizes for murdering 6,400 people?
Yeah.
Sorry. Our bad.
I love that. Passing them off as
Oh my
left-wing
God.
guerrillas to boost their kill
To
rate.
God.
See, and then you look at the United States and you're like, okay, is our country really that bad? Like,
Yeah, we don't have military death squads.
yeah, that have to apologize for like 6,400 murders.
Sorry, our bad. We were just trying to boost the numbers. We were trying to pad the books a little bit. Sorry.
We just wanted our numbers to go up
Oh,
a little
no.
bit. That is, yeah. Yeah, October was spicy. And then we also have the Nobel Prize for Chemistry awarded to those people.
Devil sign for Mungi Bwandi. Rock on, brother.
What?
Oh, no.
It's
Ekimov.
weird.
Does he live in an igloo in somewhere in Alaska? Alexei Ekimov. It's like Russian Eskimos, I think. We can't call them that anymore. I'm sorry.
Wait, why not?
Because Eskimos it's a derogatory term.
Is it really?
Yes, because it conjures up images of people wearing furs and living in igloos, and that's bad.
Hold on.
They're Inuits or indigenous northern people or something like that.
I had to put something in the private chat.
I don't make the rules here. I just enforce them.
That's crazy. I never knew that. I thought, I mean, what do you call them?
Inuits or like indigenous northern people or something like that.
Interesting.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. So let's see. Oh, I guess October was like the month for Nobel Peace Prizes or Nobel Prizes. Yes. Oh.
Okay, according to the Google results for a Google search of what do we call Eskimos now, the answer is the Alaskan natives increasingly prefer to be known by the names they use in their own languages. Oh, like Inupiaq or Yupik. Inuit is now the current term in Alaska and across the Arctic. Eskimo is fading from use.
Oh.
It's just fading away like a clubbed seal.
That's a good thing. Yep. Oh my goodness. October 5th, record 961 migrating birds die from hitting McCormick Place Lakeside Center building in Chicago during fall migration. What if they just like all migrate and they just like they're in the...
Well, this isn't actually a big city problem that we see happen here, or even rural problem. Back in little Utah, we would have it because the glass window reflects the sky. So the bird's like, let's keep flying in the sky. It's a beautiful day to be flying in the sky. And then, they break their necks and die.
That is so unfortunate.
Yep. Especially if you're the bird.
Tammy F. Kamikaze birds.
Yeah, we used to because we had a big plate glass window that the sun would kind of set right into. And I mean, even humans would look at it and go, wow, you can see the sky reflected perfectly in your living room window. Birds thought so too. So, every at least once or twice a month, you'd just hear this big thud, and there'd be like a little speck and a slide down the window, and then the cats would be smiling.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, stupid birds.
That's
Have you ever walked into a plate glass window because you thought it wasn't there, or a door or something?
Yep.
Yeah. Same thing, but for birds. And at higher speeds. I had a kid in my we were in the old part of my elementary school, so it would have had to have been before 4th grade. So first, second, or third grade. They had just washed the windows, and one of my friends was late for the bus. And he was running for the bus, and he ran straight through a plate glass window. Oh. Just sliced him up like ribbons, this poor kid. That's when they started painting like the blue lines across the windows.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he thought it was an open door. It was a closed window.
Oh no! I ran into the sliding glass door at our house when I was like 12. I mean, I was only like this big, so I bounced clean off of that thing. And
yeah, be glad you bounced off, because I've seen what can happen when you run through one.
Oh, my mom was so pissed. She's like, why aren't you paying attention? I mean, and mind you, I was playing with like a childhood friend, and she's just standing behind me laughing her ass off.
I just cleaned that window, and now you got a face print on it.
And it was shortly after that she started putting like those like sticky little things on the window as like decoration.
Yeah, but, the replacement of the window of the school had a big giant blue line painted through it. Now we get it. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I got a nice welt on my forehead, and I'm thankful that's all I got, because the alternative seems bad.
Yep. It was. There's a lot of blood for a bunch of young children to be witnessing.
Oof. Yeah, I can see how that would be real bad.
We had another kid that was
Um,
running while playing soccer with like a drinking straw in his mouth, and he tripped and jammed the straw through the roof of his mouth.
oh God,
This is how we
that's
used to play as kids, people.
that's terrible. Like,
Yeah, I jammed the drinking straw through the roof of his mouth.
oh, that just sound ugh. Because like I've had instances where like I've accidentally not like done it extreme, but like jammed a straw up into my and it like hurts, but like
Yeah.
oh God.
Yep.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Um, there's new on
Ooh,
October.
fossils.
I know, right? That's what I was about. I'm like, oh, October 6th, new research confirms fossil footprints, 23,000, 21,000 years old at White Sands National. Oh, I've been there. White Sands National Park, New Mexico, probably the oldest evidence of human remains in the Americas.
Oh, it's probably only like 50 years old, but it was just
But
someone who happened to be standing next to an open air nuclear explosion and just blasted them and carbonized them to so it looks like it's 23,000 years
I was
old.
gonna say that's probably extremely accurate.
Yeah.
Um, White Sands is like it's a gorgeous place, but like I mean, there is nothing out there because it is literally just that's where they tested all the like atom bombs and shit.
Yep.
And so it's actually not like sand, it's a mineral called gypsum.
Mhm.
And
In a lot of places, it's just glass.
yeah, yep. Yep. But it doesn't because it's gypsum, it and it's like pure white, it deflects the sun like off the ground so you have to worry about getting sunburns like under your chin and
Yeah.
stuff. It's the weirdest it, it's
Yeah.
cool.
So if you've been swimming in the ocean for any amount of time, that's the thing you're always worried about because
Oh
you get
yeah.
sunburned from this direction. You'd be like
Yep.
really burned here and your head's open. Oh
Yep.
God. Neo Dark Matter says now there are reusable metal straws. Yeah, that would have been much, much
Oh.
worse.
Yeah, that would be
That would have
bad.
been much worse. We probably wouldn't be laughing about it today if that had been a metal straw.
I always thought the metal Slurpee straws you get. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's never one
Great.
metal why
Give me another phobia. Like I need another one.
no, I'm well, and I just think like I don't I don't have you ever bit down on metal
Yeah.
like on accident? It's not
Just even talk about chewing tinfoil and that just
oh
kills
god,
everybody.
don't. Uh-uh.
Yeah.
It
Just chew on
hurts.
tinfoil. Ah.
It makes
Ah. Ah.
or chewing on wood. Like
What? What the fuck would
like
you chew on what?
like you've never used like a wooden utensil?
I
Like a
have, but
wooden
it don't.
fork?
I mean, you know, here in Korea, all the chopsticks are, you know, bamboo and
Chopsticks
things.
are
And
no, yeah, no. Oh god, no, I can't. No, not the cheap ones.
really,
Mm-mm.
huh? Well, maybe as I
Yeah.
grew, because I mean, we always, because I'm from out in rural Utah, out there in farming country, where you always had a toothpick in your mouth. And we used to like make flavored toothpicks. You'd take like vanilla extract or mint extract or root beer extract, and you would soak toothpicks in them for like 3 or 4 days, and then you just like wrap them up in tinfoil, and you just put a flavored tinfoil, like a flavored toothpick in your mouth, and suck on it.
Interesting.
And like cinnamon was a good one. You put like cinnamon oil, cinnamon extract, get like
Yeah.
cinnamon sticks. Yeah, see,
That
Esprit
does sound
Flag just
good.
said a cinnamon.
Yep. They're all saying cinnamon.
Yeah, making the cinnamon toothpicks were the best. We just sell them to the kids that couldn't make them on their own. Because like my
Yep.
mother was a chef and a baker, so she always had all the flavors. Just sell them in batches of 10 for like a quarter or a buck or whatever.
Nice. Simon says the space shuttle once landed at White Sands took forever to get all of the sand out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still getting sand out, and I was there in 2014. Like, I'm
Well,
pretty sure I still have sand in some of my stuff because, especially, I mean, I was down in El Paso for a while too, and one sandstorms are no joke. Like you're gonna be cleaning sand out for the rest of your life.
Now, my brother, I mean, he lived in Saudi Arabia for like 5 years. He sent me some pictures of like the real movie type sandstorms. They just are a wall of sand
Yeah.
slowly approaching the city. I
Mhm.
mean, it looks like that in real life. He was sending me these pictures. He's like,
The
we've got
worst
about 30 minutes to get our house completely airtight.
the worst part is when you get that sandstorm and it starts raining, and so
Ew.
you have yeah, it's like mud rain.
Oh,
It's like
mud
that I
storm.
yeah, I mean, you have to get, like,
Well, that's right.
special
You were playing in the big sandbox on the other side of the planet.
No, I actually never went there.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
no,
good.
I went to my deployment was like a peacekeeping deployment
Wait, what? She put that in air quotes, not me.
uh, to Eastern Europe
Yeah,
during, certain
yeah.
times.
You never
Uh,
got that far east.
nope.
Okay.
I got pretty far east. I got pretty far east, and, I
Well, you did. I mean,
mean,
you got over here. That's really far east. It's about as far east as you can go. You just kind
that's
of
true.
skip the part in the middle. But
I
yeah,
went almost all the way around.
yeah, he would just send me these pictures of these giant walls of sand, literally like out of the movies. Like we got 30 minutes to get the house airtight. Otherwise, we're going to be cleaning up sand for months,
Oh,
just in every
yeah.
little crack and crevice. Well, that's why we left a lot of our military technology there in the desert after we bugged out. They're like, it's going to be useless in a couple of months anyway, because the sand is just going to clog it and eat it. And then
Eh.
there might be some other reasons we left some there too, but we won't get into that.
Well, see, and that's one of the reasons, like, the unit that I was in El Paso, we didn't go over there because the unit tested equipment that was going over there because El Paso mimics a lot of the conditions. Uh, so when you're out in the fields and getting pretend attacked at 2 a.m. with a sandstorm, like that shit is yeah, it's fun.
Well, and for those of you that are too young to remember, in 1979 we had an Iran hostage crisis where the Iranians kidnapped a bunch of Americans, a bunch of diplomats, and kept them for 300 and some odd days. Basically, they said until you elect Jimmy Carter out of office, then we'll let them go, which was how it ended. But there was I think there was like 50 something American diplomats that were nailed from the embassy in Tehran. But uh, what's his face? Ross Perot. Ross Perot, big Texas billionaire who ran for president, was soundly defeated. Yes, 444 days. That was it, Diane Kelly. They just, he financed a private rescue attempt, being a gigantic rich oil billionaire that he was. So we got the whole fleet of helicopters, got his military people, and it ultimately failed because they forgot to account for the effects of sandstorms on their helicopters and equipment. And mid rescue attempt, flying towards them, they just got all clogged with sand and they were forced to land.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely yeah, that sucks.
two things that are going to screw your equipment up more than anything else: sand and salt.
Yes. I agree 100%. Because
I mean, they're just metal I have in my house that just because I live on the ocean, just having the windows open and the salt just in the air, everything is like rusted and corroded and things like that for the stuff I have out on my veranda. It's just salt water and salt and sand will just destroy everything.
and let me tell you, when you have to clean your weapon, like when you're cleaning out your rifle and it's just like there is so much sand in everything, and like all you want to do is get it nice and pretty and clean and like past inspection, but it's like it doesn't matter how many times you stick the Q-tip in, you're always going to be pulling out more sand.
Yep.
It's just always more sand. I don't. It's like yeah, eternal. Leslie, we're gonna skip over some of the more spicy things.
Why?
Uh,
Oh, that kind of spicy. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Give
that kind of spicy. Just because step phrasing.
Verstappen winning F1 was definitely not spicy. Seems how he won the championship 2 months before the season ended. But anyway.
October 9th, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. launches as an independent bid for the presidency. So that's
Well, and Claudia Golden was awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics for having advanced our understanding of women's labor market outcomes.
What does that even mean, Jeff? Please.
It means a Nobel Prize in Economics for her. Doesn't mean anything to anybody else.
I'm like, with your lawyer knowledge and your like super smart brain, like, please tell me, a dumb person, like what this statement means.
She helped us understand that women get paid money.
But I mean,
Just don't kill the messenger, man.
I've always been paid money.
Yeah.
And that makes me question, like,
you didn't help us understand it, so now you don't get a Nobel Prize.
I have never faced like this women don't get paid the same and like I've never faced that, and it's starting to make me question, like, am I not a woman because I'm being treated equally to like my counterparts?
Yeah. You're always a woman to me.
But I'm like, seriously, all these ladies are like, oh, we don't get paid, we're not treated equal, and I'm like, well, I am. Does that make me not a woman? Is that why nobody knows what a woman is?
Speaking of ladies, you'll hear it here publicly on Flux's channel for the first time. January 19th, Friday, will be my January F at Friday stream. But we're doing something a little different this time. And Flux is the first to hear about it publicly.
Oh.
It's going to be an all-women panel. And we're going to call it Legal Vices Lady Bits. And yes! Flux is invited.
So much yes. Oh my god, that is awesome. Hold on, I gotta pull this down. That is awesome.
It'll be an all-ladies panel. Call it Legal Vices Lady Bits. And Flux will be there. I hope.
Did you like just come up with that, or?
No, I've been working on it for a few days. Been thinking about it.
I love that so much. I love
Lady Bits too.
I would love to be one of your lady bits.
Done. Well, maybe chat, because we need to like divide this. There's two ideas I had. Like, one for Legal Vices Lady Bits, two for Legal Vices Loves Lady Bits.
Hold on, let me put up a poll, because that'll definitely be fun. Question and answer. Oh wait, no, we want an actual poll.
I told you it wasn't going to help you to have me on here to get through the year. But I thought we'd announce it here first on Flux's channel.
Hell yeah, exclusive! I got the exclusive right
Jeff,
here.
You got Flux to blush, lol.
You caught me speechless there for a second.
Yeah.
So what should the name be? And
Legal Vices Lady Bits, or Legal Vices Loves Lady Bits.
Oh my goodness, I can't. That is just awesome. All right. It's in the poll, or it should be in the chat. Legal Vices loves Lady Bits or Legal Vices Lady Bits?
Let the chips fall where they may.
And it should be there. Oh,
Yep,
it's already Legal Vices Lady Bits.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I'd love to be one of your Lady Bits. I would be
You
personally honored to be
Well,
your Lady Bits.
You'll be my honorable lady bit. Be one of them.
Yay! Am I
Definitely. That's
am I
why
your most
yes.
am I your most special Lady Bit?
Yes.
Yay!
The most private of all special lady bits. I decided
Yay!
to reveal you to the stream today here in public.
That's awesome. I love that idea. That is really cool.
Diane, there's never any topics for F It Friday. It's just organic. We just open the microphone and start going, and it goes. So yeah, well, yeah, snoring doggo.
Lady Bits. You're not gonna have like a
no.
Oh, this could get interesting.
Yeah.
All the ladies just.
Yeah, see, I'll be like in the middle. We'll have all the ladies surrounding on the panel. I'll be like Alice from the Brady Bunch, just
just like, oh, look at all the ladies.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think that's pretty cool. So far, the poll is 72% Legal Vices Lady Bits and
that's the one I like.
Legal Vices loves Lady Bits. I like Legal Vices Lady Bits. If I had the ability to vote, I would vote for Legal Vices.
Well, that's done because I was just looking for some validation because that was my choice.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and vote on my phone.
Nah.
Because I can do that. I'm pretty sure Chandler said she would be here like 10 minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it will actually be coming up on the 30-minute mark here in just a little bit.
Is it really? I was being like dramatic.
Yeah. 5 more minutes. It's been exactly 25 minutes.
Oh, it still won't let me vote in my own poll on my phone. Boo, but I vote for that one.
Tell the missus to vote for it. But anyway. And she's also invited too. She has to be there too.
I will let her know. And if I will make her come by and say hey for a bit. And I did kind of bombard her a little bit on Christmas when she just woke up and she was like, tell him you're sorry I'm married. I'm like, no, she was sleeping. It's okay. I'm like, go, rub the, crusties out drying, like go pee and shit.
Get back to the stories. Sorry for that distraction.
Oh, don't apologize. Like, that's my whole thing.
You just said the word lady and that triggered me. I had to spread the word.
I'm so excited for that. I mean, it has nothing to do with the fact that, like, typically I prefer a lady company or anything.
And I like the hot ladies, so it'll be all hot ladies all the time.
It's gonna get smoky.
I hope.
Also, October 9th, world record set for heaviest pumpkin jack-o'-lantern gourd weighed, 2,749 pounds, grown by some dude from Minnesota. Enough for 687 pies. I mean, 2,749 pound pumpkin.
That's a big one.
I think it's literally groundbreaking. I didn't know pumpkins could get that big.
It's a big one.
Google it.
I'm on that. I'm looking at it as we speak. It's a big one.
Do you want to show the screen?
I'm trying to find a good. It's like so big that it just doesn't show up well in pictures. I'm working on it here. Let's see. Is this it? Just a better picture. How big was it?
2,749.
Okay, this is only a 2,500 pounder. This is that was a year ago. All right, never mind. We need Ginger or whatever his name is. There we go. Is that Ginger? Yes, there we go. We got Ginger pumpkin here.
Yay!
All right. Here comes Ginger's thing. Where are you? Here we are. Click. Put it up here in the private chat. There you go. Linked up now.
Ooh. All right. So
The
we
big
are
one.
going to. Holy cow! Hold on, let me pull this up for chat to see, because I mean,
Well, if you scroll down, there's like a picture of it next to a forklift.
wow! Like, just I mean, holy! Look at all the other pumpkins.
Yeah.
Look at how big all of them are.
Yep. That's a big one.
Wow. That is insane. I was gonna say, I mean, what do you even do with that like that much pumpkin? But I guess you just make 687 pies.
Yeah. What you gonna do with all that punk inside that trunk?
Holy cow. Look at how happy that man is for his pumpkin is the biggest.
Looks like he could use a visit to Doctor Now. Got some pumpkin edema going on.
I was gonna say there's a lot of junk in that trunk.
It is a lot of pumpkin in that trunk.
Oh good lord, that's crazy. I didn't even know pumpkins could get that big.
I like the way I was just gonna say. Just think of all the roasted sunflower seeds you could have. I mean, roasted pumpkin seeds you could have.
I mean,
I used to love roasting pumpkin seeds.
That was every year when we would do like pumpkin carving at my grandma's house. My aunt would make the pumpkin or like the roasted pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
It was always awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, you make it into a carriage, a horse-drawn carriage. Hell yeah, and go to a ball. AP, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Oh, look, we got the world's largest offshore wind farm off the coast of Yorkshire in the UK. Those things are terrible. You know how bad those things are for like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have the world's largest bird kill there? Or?
Right, the largest like whale wash up
Yeah.
on shore.
Yeah, they dick with the whales systems as well.
Yeah, and it's so bad, but
Yeah,
no,
wind farms are hellacious for the environment.
Oh, they're horrific. They are, and I don't understand. Like, the dude who was able to pitch that to the environmentalists as like better must have been the world's best salesman.
Yeah.
Like I want that guy to try and like sell a tree a piece of paper because he probably could. Let's see. The potatoing.
But what is something about beavers up there? Something about Taylor Swift beaver or something right above Taylor here. Oh, never mind. Different stories.
Oh God, wild.
They're unrelated stories.
I love that Wild Beaver is right above Taylor Swift, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It took me a while to realize they were different stories.
Oh, good Lord. I don't understand her power over like the masses. And like,
got to admit, I got a thing for Taylor.
Do you really?
Don't care much about her music, but I think she's smoking hot. She doesn't even have
a nose, like a interesting nose.
She's got well, as my friend says, she's got legs that go all the way to her ass.
Yeah, yeah.
She's got legs.
Yeah,
and she's just like the average Joe. See, that's why I like her and what's her face? You know that one.
Oh yeah. I know that one.
Kristen Stewart.
No, don't get me wrong.
No, not Kristen Stewart. What's her face from that one? The brain still hasn't engaged yet.
Did you see
Mockingbird? What the hell's her name?
Did you see the movie Spencer?
No.
Because Kristen Stewart was actually like, I'd bang her. Like, Kristen Stewart was kind of hot. Like, in her elegance.
I mistook. I definitely misspoke and didn't mean her. I meant Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like Jennifer Lawrence, Taylor Swift. They're just like the girls next door. They're just like the dorky girls next door. They happen to be super hot to me.
Everybody's saying Jennifer Lawrence now.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like that Mockingbird chick, or Mockingjay, or whatever the frick the name was. Yeah, my brain is slowly engaging.
I mean, yes, I think Taylor Swift is. I think she's hot as fuck. Yes,
Yeah.
and I would definitely smash.
Yeah, me
However,
too.
I don't understand her control over like the women people. Like they're just so like, oh my god, like literally in September, her concert in Seattle registered on a seismograph as like a 2 point something earthquake from like everybody at the concert.
Nice.
And it's like, dude, you registered on the literal Richter scale. That's how much you had people going. Helly fan says Flux would smash Tay Tay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I would.
So I just like her personality. Like the hotness is definitely a super bonus, but I just like the nerdy, geeky personality of someone who's just like I love watching.
Girl, like a
yeah, she's just like the girl next door that happens to be a super awesome singer. It's like Jennifer Lawrence. I just love watching her just like laugh and snort on interviews and things. Jennifer
Eric
Lawrence
Holmes
interviews are
says
hilarious.
I can hear Yoda snorting.
Yep. No, that's actually strawberry.
I just like every once in a while, for whatever reason, YouTube throws like shorts in my algorithm of like people at her concert. And it's just such a crazy and wild event. And it's like
I just get Polish track and field girls popping up in my stream. Don't know why.
You know, that's not super unfortunate, you know.
No, it's not unfortunate at all.
But yeah, no, she like just I mean, don't get me wrong. I will say Anti-Hero is kind of my it's like my theme song. Like, you know that song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that song is hilarious. I think it's so funny. And
see, I liked her back when she was a country singer, you know.
But like even her early stuff wasn't super country. It was always kind of like pop country.
Yeah.
Cuz like again, I literally
that Shania Twain vibe. Who's you know, she was Taylor before Taylor was Taylor.
Okay. I might agree with that statement. But like, you know, I grew up especially in where I grew up, everybody like I grew up in SoCal, and all the teenage girls, like we all loved Taylor. That was our thing. Like, who didn't love Taylor in? I think that was as early. I want to say that was like when I was a freshman in high school when like Taylor Swift started getting big.
Outpost Nerd says all Taylor Swift does is cry about her ex. No, she cries about her exes in public and laughs all the way to the goddamn bank.
See, and that's the thing. Like, that's another reason kind of why I love her music, because she always like she cries about losing the guy, but she always talks about how crazy she is. And it's like, I can relate. I am also crazy. But like she doesn't shy. Okay, I like the fact that maybe I do like Taylor Swift. Huh.
He also says all of it's been pop country since Toby Keith. I would kind of maybe blame kind of Garth Brooks for popping it up a bit, but it was like I would say my dad always says there's the two kinds of music, country and western. Like anything after like Waylon sucks.
Yeah.
I actually bought him for a birthday present. I bought him a John Cougar Mellencamp cassette tape.
Oh, that
just
because
he's kind of country-ish. I thought I'm gonna get it. My dad will listen to it. He'll hate it and give it to me, and he did, and I won.
Did you hear my story earlier?
Nope. No.
It was bad, Jeff.
What did she do?
I was sitting at work, right? And the girl training me, sitting right next to me. And another girl walks up to the front, picks up a package, and she goes, "You want to know what it is?" And I go, is it a Walkman? And she goes, no. And I hear the girl next to me typing, and I look over, and she's typing into Google Walkman and pulling up what a Walkman is. And
Nice.
I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I didn't know what it was.
Oh, I
And it
remember
just
this.
hurt.
Well, this was even longer ago. This was 20. This was before my son was born, so it would have been at least 24, 25 years ago. I threw a bunch of Mormon missionaries out of my house once because they annoyed me. Because we were talking about things. Good morning. Or good evening for you.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm here.
Don't apologize.
You're not the end, are you?
No, I mean, we haven't even made it halfway through the month.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I was so excited when I saw you guys streaming. I didn't know that you were going to be doing a stream because I didn't check my phone. I was running around to like appointments all day, and so I'm so happy to see you guys.
See, that's the effect we have on people. She was so excited to see us streaming that she started streaming.
Yeah.
I was in bed. I was like,
So just
Hey,
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. I can't think of a better way to end the
I'm
week,
glad you're
honestly.
here.
Oh my goodness. Yay, my favorite people.
And we're just talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we were
okay.
talking.
But yeah, I had to throw the missionaries out very quickly out of my house because we were talking, and you're not allowed to listen to music while you're on your mission. You're supposed to listen to church hymns and whatnot and keep yourself spiritual. And we got talk. I was a bad influence on the missionary, so we were talking about music, and then we started talking about the Blue Oyster. I mentioned Blue Oyster Cult for some reason, and
lovely.
And this was 23, 25 years ago, and I just got blank looks.
They
And
didn't know. They had no idea who you were talking about.
He's like, what's Blue Oyster Cult? I'm like, Bill and Ted's. It was like soundtrack to Bill and Ted's movies.
Wow.
And they're like Bill and Ted. I'm like, okay, so come on. Blue Oyster Cult is one of the greatest 8 tracks I ever owned. And one of them said, 8 tracks? Aren't those video? I think, yeah, those are those videotape looking things. I think my mom showed me one once.
Oh my God.
Like, out.
Jeff, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that you became cool. Like, I mean, you were obviously a cool person trapped in an uncool society, and I'm so sorry. But you're here now with the cool people. So,
but this is, I mean, I can't imagine. Is there any children that have a concept of 8-track? Because this is like 25 years ago. We weren't that far removed from.
See, and she goes like, so I'm just like,
Outpost nerd, you have to Don't Fear the Reaper. It was literally like
love that song.
The whole thing was playing while they were playing chess with the Grim Reaper, which is an even older reference that I know Chandler is aware of. And
I just,
I haven't seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I'm sorry. I should have said that.
almost removed you.
Should I leave? Should I leave? I'm sorry. I just got here and I'm already making trouble. I'm sorry.
Do you not know? So you don't understand why I say be excellent to each other.
No, of course I know what it's from.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen the whole movie. I've definitely seen parts of it, but fallen asleep, and it was a long time ago. So
yes, Outpost Nerd. That's the name of the group that sings "Don't Fear the Reaper." Yeah, because see, they're like Chandler, the film buff. Who Chandler's like she's like a contradiction in terms.
Movie.
No, she's a contradiction in terms because she's this amazing film buff with this amazing film knowledge that hasn't seen some of the most iconic films of the modern era.
Yeah, I don't go for like traditional classics that everybody's seen. There are a lot of like things that just like action movies, and so I didn't see Star Wars until I was 19. So, I mean, I'm just weird like that. But I've seen like a ton of like obscure Italian horror films, probably the entire oeuvre or whatever you want to call it.
See, and she uses words like that.
I'm super pretentious.
You need to watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure so that you can watch Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, because like there's a whole deal like where they're fighting off death.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no, and there's a great scene where because like the Grim Reaper is like hanging out with him the whole time, and there's like the last bit of the movie is Bill and Ted sitting down and playing chess with the Grim Reaper.
Like the Seventh Seal.
Exactly, which is like one of the greatest film sequences, the Seventh Seal, one of the greatest films in human history. It's a total rip off of that. And they're doing it to the soundtrack is playing Don't Fear the Reaper.
That's fantastic. Okay, I've got to watch it. Like Flux, we've got to have a movie night, and we can just do that. Like we can watch Gremlins. We can watch.
Yeah, you have to watch Gremlins. Yeah, we have to watch Gremlins.
Nose is cleared up.
That was really cute. Though I'm forever going to call it Gremlins.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, okay. So, but here's the thing about I don't know if you ever remember the ice cream parlor Farrell's.
Don't think we had them out there in Utah.
Well, you didn't have them in Utah, but out in SoCal, we had Farrell's, and it was like an old-timey ice cream parlor.
We had one of those. My mom remembers, and they like took it down. We had one on in Beverly Hills, and I don't think they have it anymore. I'm pretty sure. I'll ask her.
Yeah, they kind of all went out of business. But in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, they had the pig trough, and there was a Farrell's by down.
Holy shit!
What?
I wow. I Google Farrell's ice cream parlor, and the first thing that comes up is September 24th, 1972. There was an air show and a Canadian Sabre fighter jet failed to gain sufficient altitude on takeoff, and it apparently crashed into a Farrell's ice cream parlor and killed a shit ton of people in Sacramento.
Wow.
The airplane crashed into a Farrell's ice cream parlor. 22 people died and 28 were injured.
I love that we're talking about this like light, adorable topic, like just ice cream, and then you turn it into this grisly crime.
Well, she said, "Oh, Farrell's ice cream parlor." So I literally just like Farrell's ice cream parlor, and it's like, "Oh, a plane crashed into it and killed 28 people or whatever."
That's
because
terrible.
It's in the movie.
Yeah,
it's in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure because, spoiler alert, they take Napoleon there.
Okay.
So yeah,
would you watch it with me? Could we watch it one night? And have, like,
yes.
Yes.
Never mind. I'm not invited. It's a girls' movie.
No,
night.
Jeff, you're invited.
No, would you come? You're one of us.
Please come, Jeff.
Of course, I always come when there's girls around.
Of course, especially like lesbians.
Especially you two. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, God. See,
you know me. Chandler knows
we're
me.
12. But yes, we have to watch Bill and Ted because, I mean, that's one of the reasons, I really got into, history and stuff is because I saw that movie and I just loved it so much. And then that's why I started learning a bunch of random facts about shit because.
And George Carlin. George Carlin. He's the guy that has to enlist them to save the future.
Save the future. And he's just
fantastic.
I mean, one of the most iconic parts is where they run into them. So I just love the conversation they have with themselves. It's just I would do this, right? I'm I would see myself. Yeah, I would react the same way. Yeah, we're gonna have a movie night. And we gotta watch those. Oh, and we have to watch Goonies all the way through.
Okay, we can do that. I can definitely do that. I think I have access to Goonies. Yeah. Whose mom?
No, just Bill and Ted.
Stacy's mom.
Because one of their fathers was a school teacher and married someone that was 2 years older than them.
Yeah. That was a former student.
Yeah. Just 2 years older than Bill and Ted. Dad married them. So that was a running joke.
Shut up, Ted.
Dude, your mom's hot.
Shut up, Ted.
It's a funny show.
Yeah, it's a great film. And it just the fact, it takes place in California. It's a fun film. So
I'm so excited to watch it. Yes. I know I've terribly disappointed everybody with my weird disparity in my lack of film knowledge, but those movies can always be watched and they're better watched with friends. So
and you know what I love about you, Chandler, is anytime anyone's been oh my God, you've not done this. Why haven't you done it? You're okay, I'll do it. And then you actually do.
Oh, I bought all the movies. All of the movies.
You actually follow through on all the things you say you're going to do. And it's That is awesome.
Well, some of them I haven't watched yet. They're just sitting there. But I don't want to watch them alone because I feel like they'd be more fun watch with people who love them.
They're
So, I
more
mean,
fun. Yeah.
we watched Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers, yeah.
And I may or may not have been high off my ass, but it was really fun. I loved it. It was very memorable.
I feel like that would make, not that the movie needs to get any better, but I feel like that would definitely enhance it.
I accidentally dosed myself because I take this medication that's it's like a nerve block kind of thing, and I accidentally took double the dose, and I was just sitting there going like, dude, this is hilarious. I haven't been that high since I was maybe 16 or something. It was really funny.
Okay. You freaked me out. There's I heard this. I haven't been that high since I was 16. I'm
16.
I know you're like 6. I'm like, oh, a teen. All right.
Oh,
there's a little bit of a pause between 6 and teen. You freaked me out a little bit there.
I might be destroying my future lawyer cred here by saying that yes, I did smoke drugs and inhaled at one point in my life.
Clearly, she's saying it now just because she's in that same situation.
But it definitely enhanced the movie, and they were on a mission from God, and it was fantastic. Yeah. So, and I can't think of anybody I would have rather watched it with. So. We got to watch the good ones together, and you get to experience it like it's the first time you're seeing it, because I always love showing people movies for that reason.
That's true. I do love I'll find a good movie or something and show Mrs. Flux, and I'll look to see I know my favorite parts, and I'll always be like, did she like it? Is she? Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, she does. Oh,
I'm so like that. Oh my god, I'm obsessively like that. Yeah, and when people don't like movies that I like, I'm like. It hurts my soul. I'm just like, why? I shared something so important. It's movies just kind of get into,
Yeah, I was showing my friends weird movies and obscure shit that they've never seen, and I'm always like, okay, I've seen this about a dozen times, so if it's boring, just tell me and we'll watch something else. And then when I can clearly see that they're bored out of their damn skulls, but they don't want to hurt my feelings.
If we're talking about obscure films, have y'all seen Strange Brew?
Of course.
No, what's that?
Oh,
it's Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah, it's
Rick Moranis and
the other one.
The other one.
Okay.
The other dude from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, and it's about a couple of drunk Canadians, eh?
Yeah, they have to play hockey against stormtroopers. It's pretty cool.
Strange.
Yeah. Okay. And then they have to drink a shit ton of beer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
I almost got beer. I was like, okay, I have to go run to the corner store. I have to get snacks and I have to get some kind of alcohol. And I thought I was gonna get a beer. And there was this weird yuzu beer, but everything was so expensive. So I got a Riesling. But anyway, free associations. It's been a week. I'm just so happy to see my friends. I'm really happy.
Yay, we're happy to see our friend too.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'm happy to see you. I wouldn't speak for Fox.
I'm happy to see both of you. I'm so happy both y'all came over tonight and just decided to chill out with me, because
to your house.
I've had a hell of a week too. I'm glad to put the week behind me.
Yeah. I've had some good stuff, actually, some really good stuff, but just also mixed in with a lot of weird and crazy. And so I'm just kind of taking it on balance. I'm just gonna leave the shitty things in 2023. I'll bring the good stuff into 2024.
Oh, absolutely. I keep forgetting that it's the end of the year.
You do, but you've been doing all of the year in review stuff, and
Well, she's been trying to, and I've been actively preventing it.
Oh, you have?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
bad.
I mean, I was about to be like, yeah, no, we made it through 12 days in an hour.
Yeah. Well, now the question I have for Flux.
Huh?
The question I have for you, Flux, do you like Strange Brew because it's Bob and Doug, or because it's a hockey film, or both?
I love it because it's kind of a dumb, the storyline is kind of
if you want a dumb
dumb
storyline about hockey that's even better, you need to watch Slapshot.
Okay.
Slapshot is an absolutely fantastic movie. It's pretty damn epic.
How old is it?
It's a good question. It'd probably be, I don't think like 70, the latter half of the 70s or late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
It's got a very young Paul Newman playing the coach of the team.
Chat's agreeing with you, so I'm definitely.
Slapshot is excellent.
Oh, in the late 70s.
The Hanson brothers. Yeah, 1977, right? Yeah.
Well, we should watch that one together too.
That is so funny.
We'll watch that one too. Because
Awesome.
that one's gotta be awesome. But I definitely I had made a top 10 list not too long ago.
Top 10
movie list.
Oh, of all time?
Of all time.
Ooh. That's a hard one. There's so many categories, right?
It actually, I was able to narrow it down like fairly quickly to like my top like 8. But then once I got, because like I didn't have them really in any specific order. But once I got to kind of like, I just get like, we have 10 movies. You can only watch these 10 movies for the rest of your life. Desert Island, go.
Okay.
And it was easy to come up with like the first few, but then it definitely got difficult towards when you had to start narrowing it down to like 2 and 3 left. Because like automatically all 3 Lord of the Rings were in there. Like that,
well,
that was just
like one, don't they?
Yeah, I think you should count that as just the Lord of the Rings trilogy, one item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you 3.
Even like the extended versions, that's kind of like.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. I mean, it's if I'm judge and jury. But you make the rules, so it's your list.
I would do that, except for I didn't include every Star Wars film.
Well,
so
you
I
shouldn't.
Feel like, yeah. So I feel like I was like, for the rule of completeness, like I can't have one like 3-part movie as a whole and then cheat and be like, yeah, well, this 3-part movie.
I love that you're invoking the rule of completeness. That's really cute.
The reason, this is the reason you're allowed to do that for Lord of the Rings is, one, they were all filmed at the same time, and that's 2, they literally start where the previous one stopped. So it's a continuous story that it's a 10-hour movie. So it's like a 13-hour movie that
with the extended
they just had to break
version.
up into 3.
Yeah, it's I'll give you that. I'll give you that because I was super like, you don't really get that ever. Like, I'm trying to think of another movie that does that where they literally pick up almost from like the same scene.
Well, hopefully Dune does that when the new Dune comes out, which is Chandler's favorite movie. Tremors.
See,
Tremors is so funny. Oh my god.
You know,
I've only seen the first one.
I didn't know there was a second one.
I didn't either.
But Mrs. Flux and I are definitely the God, and now I'm spacing on their names. Reba and Bert, their characters. That's me and Mrs. Flux. The people with the guns and the bunkers.
Oh, we're still talking about Tremors. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Thelma and Louise?
I haven't seen Tremors. So I was like maybe 10 or something. And so I don't remember any of the characters' names, but I vaguely remember that couple. So yeah, I think it's
definitely scared the hell out of me as a kid, but it was such a good movie. It was so funny.
Kevin
and the
Bacon
fact that they
it.
beat the monsters in the end is totally fine.
It's kind of like Jim.
Well, apparently not. They came back for part 2. Yeah.
Well, apparently, Outpost Nerd says there's like 5 or 6 Tremors.
Of course.
AP says there's 5 of them. Well, I guess they all's well that didn't end well.
I guess.
Wow. How do you keep making more? I mean, wouldn't it just be the same thing over and over? Like, oh no, they're coming out of the ground and killing people. Kill it. Or
pretty
because
much, I would guess.
There's 7? Wow.
God, I can't believe the studio just like signed off on all of those sequels. That's insane. It must
I'm guessing that at least 5 of them are direct to video.
Yeah, I can't imagine it grossing a lot. And I can't imagine that Kevin Bacon was involved in all of them. So
yeah. Wow,
He peaced out a while too long ago.
That reminds me, when movies go on that long, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it reminds me, like, Land Before Time. There was like 6 million of those movies. Like Fast and the Furious, there's like 20 million of those movies.
Only 10. Well, there's going to be 11. But see, those are different. I hated this. I hated the stupid idea of the stupid Fast and Furious, stupid car movies. And then I had like one of my ex-girlfriends that I lived with. She said, "Oh, I think it was Fast and Furious 6 or 7 was coming out. Let's go see this in the movie." And I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I don't want to see this stupid movie." And she got really, really pissed, really, really hurt, really, really sad, and got really. I mean, she wouldn't talk to me for a while because I was being dismissive of her movie taste. And then I watched the first one, and I'm like, "All right, this is actually pretty cool because it has nothing. The storylines get shittier and shittier until they actually went to space in a car on number 9, but they're just." The story is bullshit. It's just to watch a bunch of really cool muscle cars drive really fast and do neat tricks. That's all it is. So yeah, now I love the Fast and Furious. I love the Fast and Furious movies now just because they're so stupidly absurd.
See, I feel like at some point it just becomes lazy to keep mooching off the same series over and over.
Well, it becomes a product, and it's not a story. It's not really art anymore. I mean, like all the Marvel movies, that's not art.
That's just
Fast and Furious was never art.
It's not cinema.
Don't get me wrong there.
It's not cinema. It's not. It's not film.
Bullet, good car movie. Burt Reynolds.
Huh?
Bullet, great car movie. All the good old muscle car movies. See, and that's probably why I like Fast and Furious. It harkens back to like Bullet, to Cannonball Run, Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, no, the comedy Cannonball Run. That was Midnight Run.
I'm a little out of
But yeah, like all the muscle car movies, because that's all there are in the Fast and Furious movies is like supercars and muscle cars, and they're just awesome.
Speaking of super awesome, amazing muscle cars, did you see that they turned the Mustang into a gay piece of shit?
Well, they did that like about 1988, but did they turn it into a gayer piece of shittery?
Oh, just wait, hang on, entertain yourselves for a second while I pull up the new Mustang, not Mazda, it's a Mustang.
Every Which Way But Loose, great film. Clint Eastwood and an orangutan. Let's make that movie. That'll be a success, and it is. Proving that Clint Eastwood could do anything and be a success at it.
Who?
Every Which Way But Loose. It starred Clint Eastwood and an orangutan.
Hold on, I gotta pull this down. So this is the new Mustang, and let me know what you think of it. This one.
What?
That's the new Mustang.
What? What's going on here?
What is that?
No.
What the fuck is that?
Oh God.
That's the new Mustang. It used to be a really cool, awesome sports muscle car, and now it's a gay piece of shit.
It's a faggot mobile. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it a SUV? Or is it
I don't know.
That's not a Mustang. Looks too European. Yeah, see, and it's an EV. It's called the Mach-E, and it's like a hybrid electric. It's a hybrid.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Mrs. Flux and I were driving home. I mean, it was some point last week. And I see a car just up ahead, and I see the 3 taillights, and I'm like, huh. Well, the the 3 taillights is an automatic indicator that it's a Mustang because really only the Mustang. But I'm like, that thing's like a weird looking hatchback SUV. It kind of looks like a Mitsubishi. Like, that's not a Mustang. We pull up close and it's like Mustang. And I'm like, what the hell? They neutered the Mustang.
It's hideous. That's just
they made the Mustang
really
a they.
Oh god, they themmed them.
They they them to the Mustang.
That's terrible. Oh, that's so sad. R.I.P.
Like,
wow. Torin 3
in the house.
Hey.
What's up, Torin? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Gotta run. Looking forward to chatting with you Sunday, Flux. Yes, I'm gonna be hanging out with Torin on his channel. I'm gonna be painting and he's gonna be doing his braiding. So I'm gonna be hanging out and I'm super excited and I'll be able to force myself to finish some projects that I have that
that sounds really fun.
Yet.
I
wonder if we can force ourselves to finish October.
Oh yeah, we should finish October. But yeah, they transitioned the Mustang and made it a they them.
Sad.
Oh dear.
And it's sad because Mustangs used to be my favorite. Like, I always wanted a 68 GT. I thought that was the most beautiful vehicle.
Yep. That's there. That's one of my dream cars. That in the Winchester Mobile.
Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons I learned stick shift was because I wanted that Mustang one day. And they really don't make them in automatic. So I'm like, I can drive stick.
And see, that's something like if you watch the Fast and Furious movies, like every now and then you'll find yourself thinking, do they still make this many stick shift cars in the world? It's just like everyone's a manual transmission, so they can do all the cool spins and stuff.
It's a fantasy, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like not supposed to be realistic.
That's when I was over in Europe, I had to relearn how to drive a stick because a lot of the vehicles in Europe are all stick. And a lot of them have that stupid, like, as soon as you take the foot off the gas and like put it on the brake, it'll shut off the car. I hate that.
I'm old enough to remember when automatic transmission and power steering was an option that you had to buy extra for your car. And now when I was like buying my Jeep, I just asked about manual standard transmissions for the Jeep, and he's like, well, we can order you one. It'll be an extra $1,800 for that option for a standard.
Are you kidding me?
Jesus. In today's world, it costs more to buy an automatic than it does and that does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Because it's like I'm literally having to do the work for the vehicle and switching the gears.
That's why. Because if you have an automatic transmission and something breaks, that part is connected to 8 other parts that you have to buy. Whereas with the standard, you rip out the bolt, you stick a new bolt in.
That's fair.
The bolt isn't attached to some sort of plate, which isn't attached to something else, which has a chain somewhere on it. You all have to buy the whole assembly unit.
That's fair. That is fair.
Money. And you're forced to go somewhere to fix it because you can't fix it yourself.
Yeah, that's always rough.
Dimmer switches on the floorboards for the win.
What?
Yes, that's where the high beam used to be, like right by your left foot. It was like just to the left of the clutch is where you would find your brights and dimmer switch.
Oh yeah, they have that in Humvees, like the military Humvees. The brights are on the floor, and you have to. Yeah. It's like, and it takes all of your leg strength to try and because there's so much sand stuffed in there. October 14th, annual solar eclipse, ring of fire visible across parts of U.S., Mexico, and South. I didn't see that. That would have been cool to see. But I did not get to see the ring of fire. Did anybody see the ring of fire? Chandler?
Nope.
Were you able to see? No. Anybody in chat see the ring of fire eclipse? Or is this fake news? It didn't happen because none of us saw it.
Exactly. Fake news.
let's see if we
Ugh.
Madonna doing more Madonna things. I
Mm.
don't understand why people still go to her concerts.
I don't either. She's also like 30% Madonna and like 70%, plastic silicone injections,
Bad plastic silicone.
really
Bad.
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 Just let yourself
bad.
age, women, naturally, gracefully. I mean, okay, you want to get a little Botox here and there, whatever, a little collagen, that's fine. Like getting all like the lifts and the tucks and the cheek implants that Amber Heard got were so, oh God, it ages you. It makes you look like
Pop
a weird little alien.
Pop the clutch. Do you remember? Hell, I used to have a motorcycle. That was the only way to start it. You had to pop the clutch to start it.
This is inaccurate because that didn't happen on October 18th. That was misreported. I don't know who wrote this. The thing about the explosion, that was, misreported.
Oh, yeah. See, and that's these will report it as it happens. It will probably have a correction later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's October 17, Indiana Supreme Court rules against legaliz. Really?
I guess you can't be gay and have kids in India or get married. They're still stuck in 2005.
Why are you gay?
I love that so much.
Oh,
I mean,
oh my God, so good.
I'm all, it's their country. They can definitely they can run it how they see fit. And when it sucks that countries are going to extremes now to try and combat the Western culture LGBT movement from taking over everywhere. I'm pretty sure I can't remember, but there is a South American country that illegalized being gay. You can't be gay and you can't go there and be gay. And I'm like, good for you guys. Keep those crazies out.
So it's literally like the guy going, "Don't go there. Don't go there." It's like literally,
yeah.
Don't go there. Don't even go there.
Don't go there. You're gonna go jail.
Okay, wait. So when you walk through TSA and you're going through customs, do they have a gaydar detector that will reroute you and send you back to your country? I love that episode of The Office where they order gaydar online. Dwight gets the gaydar.
Hell yes.
That was so funny.
When Dwight beep, beep, that is the best episode. That is
maybe Oscar and Angela are having a gay affair with each other.
I don't think it works like that. The best part is when Dwight finds out about Oscar being gay and he goes back to Toby's office and he goes, "Toby, how do they know which male's penis will open up to accept the other male's penis?"
Yes.
What's going on in October?
Greta Thunberg. That is.
How dare you?
Exactly. How dare you, people?
Invader Talk with a $2 super chat. At this point, stick shifts are the anti-theft devices. Yes. And I actually talked about that with the young coworker today because she was like, "Oh, can you drive stick shift?" And I was like, "Well, yes, I can." And she goes, "Yeah, I've heard that they're harder for people to steal." I'm like, "Yeah, because nobody knows how to drive them."
Yep.
Thank you so much for that $2 super chat.
What to learn?
Eric Foam says that's called docking. Oh God. Oh God.
I don't want to know.
Valley Law says Vices talked like a gay guy way too easily. Lamau. That was a good gay accent. I will give that to you.
Well, Jeff does good voices.
I guess.
He does. Jeff does a lot of awesome voices. No, this was when she was arrested for doing whatever she was doing. October 18th, Joe Biden visits Tel Aviv in order to ease tensions. I love that they're trying to make him go places now. He can actually function as a normal human being.
He has dementia, and it's very sad to see. But
it's honestly like, bro, that dude needs to like go take a nap forever.
I mean, there was a school shooting, and he was talking about eating ice cream in the press release. Yeah, it was like, dude, no.
Did you see when Trump made fun of him the other day? Like in one of his speeches?
No,
that was funny. He was like,
my light go on.
Joe Biden had no idea, like mimicked him, like not knowing where he was supposed to be on stage or what he was doing. It was kind of funny. October 20th, claim world's oldest pyramid construction by humans is under Indonesian prehistoric site in Padang, West Java, and is 27,000 years old, causes controversy. Well, who claimed that? I just like, it says claims. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Oh, did you hear about this? The super fog? There was like a super fog that like rolled over, like it rolled over like half the country. But
I read a Stephen King book about that once. Didn't end well.
The Mist?
The movie ended worse.
Yes, the movie ended worse than the book, true.
The movie ended, and I'm pretty sure like there was I read something where Stephen King was like mad because like he liked the movie ending so much more than his ending.
Yeah, he was upset that he didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Ugh. What did I get sober for? I'm going back to cocaine.
The moist.
October. The moist. I like that. October 23rd, super fog conditions near New Orleans causes a motorway pileup involving 158 vehicles and 7 deaths. There was a portion of it was just like cars smashing into each other, just like boom, boom, like 158 vehicles.
That's horrific. How did I not know?
That's a lot of vehicles.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one was crazy because it was like, holy, like a super fog? Like, and literally you could not see him. People were just kept smashing. Like the highway it kept piling up. And it was like bad. Like,
that's terrible. That must have been so scary.
It was, there were like, if you look up the videos, like it's just cars.
I'm going to put a link to a video here. This was here from in good old Korea a couple of years ago. It was a black ice, because black ice just does not happen in the southern part of South Korea, but it did. And this is the luckiest human being on planet Earth.
Oof. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up and put this over here.
This is a guy who has got out. He was the driver of this red truck that plowed into a bunch of other cars that were plowed into other cars. Oh. And he's trying to get people to slow down because it looks like the roads are clean, but this is a perfect sheet of just black ice.
Oh, God.
I'm big in this thing.
Okay.
So he's trying to make people slow down, but it's pointless. These are all the cars that have already been in the accident up there.
Oh, dang.
Trying to get out of the way of that car.
Oh, my goodness. Holy cow. Oh.
That's a lucky man right there.
Wow. Yeah. Ooh. And
that's right where he was standing a second before.
Yeah, wow, that's terrifying.
Wow, that is bad. Ooh.
And that's right where he was standing before.
I mean, that looks like, I don't know what that truck is full of. It looks like it might be carrying like gasoline or something. It kind of scares me. I don't know what's in there, but like you hit it at the wrong angle.
Yeah.
That's going to cause some freaking explosion or something. God.
Dang.
Yeah, there was a large number of, I can't remember what the number was, but I think it was like 75, 76 cars were involved in that.
What a clusterfuck.
Wow.
But yeah, that was like the luckiest dude on the planet.
Wow.
I love watching people pretend they know how to drive in the snow. It's fun.
Oh my goodness. I hate driving.
No, the guy
in the
wasn't
snow.
hit, but he did make the round of the news talking about what a horrifying experience it was.
Yeah, you're literally dodging, like, it's extreme dodgeball.
Because Mustang, they couldn't slow down because the road was a sheet of ice. It was just black ice. It doesn't show up. They put on the brakes and they just slide. That's it.
Wow.
You know?
That is terrible. Like, that is bad.
I thought I was watching a snuff film. I'm glad he survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Jeff would like make us watch
he
that
would,
without warning us.
Yeah, okay, I'd warn. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think he would at least like warn us before like anything major happened. Be like, oh yeah, by the way, so.
That's why I prefaced it by saying this is the luckiest guy in the world.
When you said black ice, I was just thinking of the Key and Peele sketch. I put it in the private chat. You obviously are gonna get copyright claim for it, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
Let me. We'll
still haven't
play
gotten
that.
to October. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad?
Because we haven't got through October yet, and it's been an hour and a half.
We're almost through October.
Put 3 ADHD people in a stream and try to get them to focus on one task. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just not.
You know, maybe we should like make a bet with chat or something that we could stay focused on a single topic for a certain amount of time.
I would lose that bet. I mean, it's like, do you remember on the most recent F It Friday where Natalie, you know, had her like little Christmas hat on and she's like going down here and she's like, you know, like playing with it. And she's like, my Vans wore off. What else was I supposed to do? And I really, that was the most relatable sentence I've ever heard. And honestly, you guys, I'm at a point, my Vans wore off. Why do you think it took me 45 minutes to get here when I said 15? Because I can't focus. I can't do stuff. I was trying to get peanuts, and then I got really distracted by the beer and all the fancy beer, and I was just like, oh, shit, I'm going to be late. But I made it. So, yeah, can we focus? Do you think we can? Do you genuinely think you could win the bet with chat?
Well, Brittany's here, so we can focus.
Okay, shall we try?
I mean, October 24th, she released her memoir, The Woman in Me.
All right.
Is that the one where she said she was lesbian or something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I heard her something. I heard someone said that like in her book, she's like, she talks about being a lesbian because she loves women. And it's like, I don't think we're using that word the same way.
Yeah. Because again, that's something I qualify as.
Also on October 24th, Donald Trump's former lawyer, Jenna Ellis, is the fourth to plead guilty and accept a plea deal in the Georgia election interference. They totally are trying to, like, just Nixon this guy.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Huh?
You mentioned that. I'd love to hear your conspiracy theories sometime.
Oh, yeah. Like, Nixon,
you know more than I do.
I didn't realize Nixon was, like, one of the most loved presidents by the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they Donald Trumped Nixon with Watergate, and the federal agents or the CIA people that actually were the ones like, you know, that were the it's a whole thing. We got to get into that one on. We got to
read G. Gordon Liddy's biography. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Deep Throat.
Yeah, who?
Deep Throat.
Oh,
the informant. That was what's their face? The writers, the journalists.
Oh yeah.
That had their deep throat people.
Yep. They were.
G. Gordon Liddy was the one that orchestrated the Watergate break-in. Was one of my favorite. He just I think he died in 23. Did Gordon Liddy die in 23 or was it 22? But yeah, he organized the whole thing.
Eric Holmes says Forrest Gump ratted out Nixon during Watergate. Yeah, we all saw that documentary of that poor boy's life. Yeah.
Did you guys ever see Dick with Michelle Williams and Kirsten Dunst?
Nope.
It was like a dramatization of the whole Watergate thing from the perspective of like two 15-year-old girls ended up kind of, you know, witnessing the whole thing and getting involved. It was actually hilarious. They end up being like personal dog walkers to Nixon because he wants to keep them close because they witnessed stuff. It's really funny. That's a really good movie. It's very entertaining.
I gotta look that one up too.
You'll love it. It'll be really fun.
That's my favorite G. Gordon Liddy quote about this. Like, he was obviously sent to the federal pen for several years because he orchestrated the Watergate break-in. But he was like, former FBI guy. He said, as a felon, I am not allowed to own firearms, but Mrs. Liddy owns about 14 of them, many of which she keeps on my side of the bed.
I love that. That's good.
Let's see. October 25th, we elected, the Republicans. I like how they say U.S. Republicans elect Mike Johnson as Speaker of the House after 3 weeks of infighting.
Wow, that next one seems like we need to put on some John Williams Star Wars music. Alliance of Rebel Armies begins Operation 1027, an offensive against the ruling empire.
Well, like in 2020, like Myanmar was like overthrown by like the military and like went through a whole coup and stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff.
I like how that's worded though. That is expertly worded.
It is Alliance of Rebel Armies. I want to be.
It is literally worded like a Star Wars scroll screen.
You have to do a dramatic reading, and you're the perfect person to do it.
That would be awesome.
That's doable.
Let's see. October 29th, Turkey celebrates its 100 years since the founding of its republic.
Yay, Turkey!
Yay, Turkey.
Michael Johnson makes $1 billion. October 31st, Michael Johnson became Magic Johnson became he became the fourth athlete to become a billionaire after Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Tiger Woods.
Good for him.
What has he been doing to make $1 billion?
Playing basketball.
No, he hasn't played basketball for like 20 years.
Yeah, but like, okay.
Royalties?
Since the 80s.
I would say endorsement deals, brand sponsorships, things like that.
Has anybody seen him sponsor anything? I'm just like curious. What has Magic Johnson done?
Of, like something that I've seen him sponsor recently.
I'm sure that he also has royalties from just like people licensing his image for things like video games and movies, and you can make a lot of money off of things like that as far as copyright.
That's true. The video games alone is probably a lot.
So if there are any like sports video games and they want Magic Johnson to be one of the characters, his likeness he has to license it, and he can. It depends, but I mean, I feel like he's Magic Johnson. He can set whatever price he wants. So he's set for life because he had, and I'm sure he's done commercials and things like that, and I'm sure he gets like residuals. He's good. He's good.
On October 30th. U.S. President Joe Biden signs the country's first AI executive order with directives for U.S. federal agencies' use of AI. That's terrifying.
A little.
That's terrifying.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but it's weird.
They're gonna use it to use deep fakes and do a bunch of terrible stuff.
Maybe.
OnlyFans. Deep OnlyFans.
It's wrapping up on October 31st. King Charles acknowledges the wrongdoings of the past are a cause of great sorrow and deep regret in regards to how they've ruled over Kenya. Interesting. A lot of people are saying sorry these days for stuff that happened a long, long time ago.
Like the Dutch.
Kenyan President William Ruto looked at King Charles and said, "Why are you gay?"
I'm not gay.
Australia even has a sorry day. That's like the greatest That's like the greatest holiday name ever. Sorry Day.
Who was sorry and why?
The Australians for what they did to the Aborigines.
Yes, well, I mean, it's a little
It's literally called Sorry Day.
it feels trite. I would ask the Aborigines how they feel about it. That's my question.
I just love that it's actually literally called Sorry Day.
It reminds me of like like the South Park commercial where it's like BP's oil spill and they're just like, we're sorry, we're really sorry.
Yes,
sorry. Like, okay, sure, I accept your apology.
I love that episode.
I
mean, I love all South Park episodes. Jeff, did you watch the Pandaverse?
No.
You finally saw it. I'm so happy.
It's amazing. I'm like, it's such a great episode of South Park, or like movie, whatever you want to call
Flux
it.
Like it? I'd say it's a special.
Oh, she loved it.
Oh wait, yes I did. 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 I saw it.
Put a chicken in it, make her gay.
Put a chicken in it and make her gay.
Make it more lame.
Make it more lame. Make it gay. Yeah, I loved that. That was so funny.
Kathleen Kennedy, no.
We made it to November.
Yoo-hoo!
Yay. And I mean, November already starts out with a bang. Like November 1st, AI named the most
Lucky November.
Right? AI named the most notable word of the year by Chambers Dictionary. Why is this the most? What
is AI really a word? I don't think it's a
What
word.
qualifies as a notable word? Like, I want to know the criteria for this.
I mean, Steven Spielberg called his movie AI in 2002
nobody
or
gave
something.
A shit.
Exactly, it was a good movie though. I liked it, but still,
I don't understand. Like, what are the criteria? How does a word become noteworthy?
People like you talk about it on shows like this. Your fault. Take responsibility.
But wouldn't it be like other words I use? Because I feel like I don't say AI that much.
You need to do martial arts more. AI. Sorry. I'll just sit.
Oh my god, I love you, Jeff.
I hate myself sometimes.
November 1st, 120 fires confirmed still burning across Australia's eastern states, burning through 111,000 hectares, with 58 homes lost around Terra, Queensland. You know, one thing that we've been noting a lot this year, the number of wildfires is absolutely, the number of wildfires in compared to previous years has shot up like a whole bunch. And like the intensity of the wildfires. It's been weird. And there have been a lot, like Greece was suffering from like its largest wildfire this year.
Greece is the word.
Yep.
Because it's a grease fire. They're hard to put out. See what I say.
Oh Lord, I immediately went to like, go Grease lightning, go Grease, and then like, she's the pussy wagon. But you know, isn't that part of the word? Isn't that part of the? She's a panty dropper. Isn't that part of the lyrics? Something like that.
I have no idea.
Something like that, yeah.
Sure.
I like my "it's a grease fire" joke. That's pretty
good. 2 International Space Station astronauts lose a tool bag during a spacewalk 200 miles above the Earth, will disintegrate safely, falling to Earth. What a tool bag to lose the tool bag.
How on earth did you skip the one right above that? Scientists conclude in new study the arms of a starfish are less like limbs and more like part of a disembodied head.
What are we supposed to do with that information? How does that benefit society?
It has a footnote.
Huh. Are you sure it's a footnote and not a disembodied head note?
It could be a disembodied head note.
Wow.
There is that possibility.
It says starfish may appear to have a plethora of limbs, but it turns out the creatures actually resemble something akin to a disembodied head. So it's like, and Danny On has said this, that like starfish are aliens. And it's like,
no, they're just big heads. They're big-headed aliens.
Like each arm, it's not an arm. It was like, I mean, maybe. Okay, hear me out. What if starfish, they're all just so like that's genetically, they don't, like, how we have twins and sometimes there are conjoined twins. What if all starfish are just conjoined octuplets?
It would impact my life in no way whatsoever. I don't know why this information is relevant to anybody on Earth. I mean,
and they just didn't form fully because something's wrong with their genes, and they just always form into 5 separate little entities.
My question is how they categorize them. Do they all like get classified as like A-list starfish and B-list starfish?
Well, it probably changes the phylum, but I don't really know exactly, because if they're not,
it's like if you're in like a shitty part of the ocean, you're like a B-list starfish. If you're like somewhere in the Mediterranean, you're like an A-list starfish.
I mean, are we doing anything for starfish? Are we feeding the starfish? Are we saving the starfish?
What have starfish done for us lately?
Exactly, that's my point. Like,
a few people some cool paperweights.
See, I have a very ignorant opinion, which is I don't care about the environment. And I think people who say they care about the environment are just virtue signalers. And so anybody who says they want to save the whales or save the starfish or whatever, I just could not care less. It doesn't matter. They're in the ocean. This is the world. Like, what? Stop. You don't really care.
Magic Johnson does or has owned TGI Fridays.
Oh, that could be part of it.
He probably owns a bunch of chains or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
my friend in Hawaii used to use a starfish as like the star on top of their Christmas tree. That was kind of
that's pretty cool. I would do that. I'm gonna have to like look into this to see
Base
why.
Chandler.
Base Chandler is D what?
Yeah, I'm just a hater. Can't help myself.
Kirk and Spock saved the whales. Yeah, a little too much LSD in the 70s. Greatest line ever. Oh, great. Too much LDS is what he said in the movie. Too much LDS.
That's a little different.
Which I thought was really funny. Yeah, which is what I thought was really hilarious. That's why Star Trek 4 was funny.
Remember when I said good moron and then I said good Mormon?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to have to look at it because starfish are already super like weird.
Weird, yeah.
They are weird.
Why is Lennon Jesus down here?
Apple Records released the latest
the last Beatles song.
Oh, the last Beatles song. Now and Then as a double A-sided single. Backed with their first From Me to You, the new song was built from an unfinished 1978 John Lennon demo and a 1995 attempt to complete it that had been abandoned due to technical issues, but resolved by new technology. So he recorded demos and they're like coming in with new AI technology to finish it?
Oh, God. Sorry. It now makes even more sense. He has ownership's interests in the Dodgers, Starbucks.
Oh, God.
24-hour fitness. Okay, yeah. Makes sense now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so he does
having your money make money for you. That's what he's doing. He's just sitting back, watch.
Literally.
It's like the last scene there of It's a Wonderful Life. He just put his $2 in the safe and waits for them to breed and make more dollars.
Well, passive income is, I mean, like a lot of Americans don't really know how to make money, with passive income. It's a really important income stream. And obviously,
you want to make passive income first, buy the Dodgers and then just sit back and laugh. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, totally.
Or buy a Burger King and you're all set. Yeah.
Or buy the Clippers. That would be weird if you bought the Clippers.
Yeah.
November 2nd, Australian Aaron Patterson charged with 3 counts of murder and 5 of attempted murder through mushroom poisoning and high-profile case.
Yeah, I heard about that. She's like toxic mushrooms and she made them into a ragu or something and fed them to her husband. I'm going to get all that wrong, I'm sure.
Oh, wow.
Eat up, darling.
But I think it was an accident. Like she didn't know that they were poisonous, or so she said. And so that was
apparently the jury didn't buy it.
Yeah, and apparently she was very distraught over it, and she insisted that she did not know that those mushrooms were toxic. I don't know how they, I don't know exactly how they convicted her, but I'm curious. I want to look into that.
Yeah. I wonder if Ozzy probably covered it.
I'm sure he knew about it. Yeah, I think he talked about it at some point.
I'll have to ask him because that's interesting.
Yeah.
What's old Sheryl Crow up to?
November 3rd, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 38 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees: Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, Missy Elliott. Okay, George Michael, Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine, The Spinners, DJ Kool Herc, Link Ray, Shaka Khan, and AI.
Everybody, Shaka
Khan.
Don Cornelius.
Interesting.
Mark Cooper and Bernie Taupin. I don't think that George Michael belongs there personally.
I don't think Missy Elliott belongs there.
You don't like Missy Elliott, I'm
pretty sure DJ Kool Herc doesn't either, but
yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Link Ray is. How are they?
But Kate Bush does. Kate Bush is awesome. I love Kate Bush.
Sheryl Crow belongs in Kate's Bush.
Kate Bush is my favorite. She's really good.
I like
let's see.
Oh, there's an earthquake, huh? Somewhere.
Yeah, it was only a 5.6. Oh shit! It killed a lot of people. Never mind.
Obviously, the infrastructure was poor. I mean, in California, we're like prepared for that. We wouldn't suffer from a 5.6.
Like, I see a 5.6 and I'm like, oh, that's nothing. But like I also grew up in California. I'm like, oh yeah, 5.
Well, you don't live in sticks in huts made of mud and sticks either.
Well, earthquakes, the damage isn't necessarily from the magnitude, it's from the infrastructure. And so if you have poor foundations, if your buildings are weak, if you have things near power lines, if it's not, I mean, like Los Angeles and most Californian cities are set up to be earthquake proof in the way that all the building codes are. It's kind of written in. You learn how to, like prepare for earthquakes from the time that you're a kid. You experience a lot.
I was gonna say, did you go through like earthquake drills as a kid?
Yeah. Oh, constantly.
Yeah. And like,
you stop, you cover your head, and you get under a table. Yeah.
Or you
get under like something heavy.
You go to like you go to a doorway or something.
Mm-hmm.
See, you youngsters don't remember when we had nuclear bomb drills in addition to the earthquake drill, which unfortunately they were remarkably similar. If there's an earthquake, get under your school desk. I was in 6th grade at the height of the Cold War there in Reagan's 80s. That's when it was big. That's when Sting is coming out with "Hope the Russians Love Their Children Too."
I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think that if there's a nuclear blast, that if you duck and cover, it will do anything positive for you in terms of saving you. Maybe yes,
but it might. If you're lucky, it might create a negative image on the wall behind you.
Yeah, you just got to get into a fun pose.
It depends on how far you are from the blast. It could protect you from like flying debris and things, but you might be screwed.
Even as 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, we were kind of wise to that. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The same thing we're doing for earthquake drill is the same thing we're doing for nuclear bomb drill.
Yeah, I would think you would. I'm glad you were smart. I mean, it's sort of like, you want to teach kids like, oh, well, you could live, but
like there's always hope.
I mean, you might have, terrible, malformations.
No, you're dead.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what this is the weirdest freaking story I've ever seen in my life.
What?
Invasive hippos. November 10th, Colombia begins a campaign to sterilize its invasive hippos, the escaped ex-pets of drug cartel head Pablo Escobar.
I know about this story. This story because
story ever.
Yeah. Pablo Escobar, he kept all of these hippos and then they bred and they became an invasive species and they started terrorizing the locals. And hippos are actually extremely deadly. They can kill you. They're very dangerous. More people die from hippo attacks per year than shark attacks, particularly in areas that are densely populated. And so hippos were not indigenous to this area, but because he's Pablo Escobar, obviously they became indigenous to the area and it became a huge issue. I remember this story. Side note, my mom's favorite animal is hippos, and I got her a present for Hanukkah, which was hippo slippers, and she loves them. She calls them her slippos, and they're extremely cute.
Oh, that's nice.
Anyway, but yeah, hippos are apparently very deadly.
Well, here's a fun fact.
Apparently invasive.
Yeah. They're kind of apex predators.
They're aggressive.
Even though they don't eat meat, but they'll kill meat without thinking about it.
They're just huge, and they will attack you. They'll pummel you. They get really.
And they have really bad attitudes. Kind of like me, huge with a bad attitude.
They look cute though, so they're better in slipper form, in my opinion.
Rick Nikita with a $5 super chat says, "I can do weird things with my fingers."
Good.
Yes. Yep. Sent video proof and everything. Like, I don't know. I had tweeted last week. Sometime lately, my fingers have kind of been getting stuck. And it like hurts before I can like move them again.
Ah, the sticky fingers. Yeah, I remember that. You're talking about that.
Arthritis?
Yeah. And Rick Nikita posted like a bunch of video, like being able to like move the finger without moving the finger. And like, yeah, I don't have those joints in my fingers. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Ellie Fan says, "Save the hippos." Ozzy in the house. What's up, Ozzy? We were just talking about you. You didn't know about No, I didn't know about the hippos. Hold on,
I was not aware either. But I'm sure you guys might be. But are we all aware of the fact that there are camels in Arizona?
Yes.
No.
I grew I have a lot of family in Arizona.
Yeah, like in the 1800s, the U.S. Army did an experiment to see if camels could be used for transportation in the desert.
Yep.
And the experiment failed, but then they said, "Well, fuck it," and they just let the camels go wild. So there are wild camel herds in Australia, in Arizona.
There was a while. At first though, they tried to just kind of put them down, and that kind of got everybody mad at them. And they're like, "You can't just kill them all." So they're like, just let them free. And it was like, oh. So they did. So there's a bunch like along mostly in Arizona.
Yeah. And we also have the also hippos are also known as water pigs. That says Eric Folmes. In Korea, Chinese, and Japan, they're hama, which is like a river horse.
I like Ozzy,
I sent you a link in case you're free. Because we still have to make it through October. Or I mean November.
Exactly, JKD Buck. Putting them down, yeah. Stupid camels. You suck. Fuck
You're
you,
dumb camels.
Idiot.
You'll never do anything right.
Little humps. Too small. Sorry.
Yeah. There you go. Only got one hump in you, you loser.
So that song that the new or excuse me, the Beatles song that came out Now and Then is #1 in British singles chart, a record 54 years after their last single made #1. No worries, man. I've been there. When we're all streaming at the same time, it gets difficult. But I'll love having like my computer, my phone, and then the TV. And
well, it better be us three you're talking to, and not like three other people.
Together, thankfully, that would be hard to juggle 3 different ones.
Yeah, I'm just like hoping he's not listening to 3 different ones that aren't us, because that'd make you an asshole.
I'm so complimented. So nice.
We love hate.
It's gonna be Hayden's birthday soon. He's gonna do a birthday stream, and I hope you all there. That's going really good.
Hell yeah!
I'm sorry.
What are you shopping for?
Eat all day, but
are you getting Vegemite? Oh, Ozzy, I was also asked. I have to talk to you because I want to know about that lady who killed the people with the mushrooms. Yeah.
Mushroom Slayer.
Ooh, that'd be a cool name. The Mushroom Slayer. Okay.
Like a Dungeons and Dragons designation. I like it.
Snake. Mushroom.
I'm a snake.
I remember that. Oh, that's gonna be stuck in my head like all day tomorrow.
It's gonna be stuck in a lot of people's heads.
Mushroom. One day Jeff sang "Ring, Ring, Ring, Banana Phone," and I wanted to murder him. I hadn't thought about that since I was like 12 and on E-Bomb's World, so you know.
Oh Lord.
Screw you for that.
At least he didn't start singing Cats.
Yeah.
True. But he would do that also.
Oh, see, now I object to November 12th. November 12th they need to be called out and canceled.
This one? Or
no, the one above it. The one above, yeah. Billie Jean King Cup women's tennis scores straight sets. Did they I'm sure Billie Jean King would object to being called straight.
I don't know who that is.
She was one of the very, very first lesbian sports figures to come out publicly.
Oh, I should probably know who that is.
Yeah, Billie Jean King and Martina Navratilova were like two of the first women's sports figures to ever come out.
Tennis is a lesbian sport for sure. It's like tennis and softball and
I thought it was just softball.
Field hockey.
Field hockey, definitely. I didn't know tennis was a lesbian sport. Oh, I typed in Billie Jean and it just came up with Michael Jackson.
King, Billie Jean King. You need the King part at the end. That's the important part.
I don't know why oh yeah. She a lesbian.
Tennis player Billie Jean King was the first prominent professional athlete to come out as lesbian.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Your radar is like going beep, beep, beep.
Yep. Oh yeah,
duh.
It's beep, 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 beep. It's just a solid beep. Yep. Let's see.
Why are people searching for Billie Jean King husband?
Don't you
Some
love
people
when,
don't
like,
have good gaydar?
I love when Google.
Oh my God, she did. No, this got to be a different Billie Jean King.
I was gonna say.
She had a husband. Oh my God.
Was she a late life lesbian?
I mean, my uncle came out when he was 44 and he had like a marriage and 3 children before he told everybody he was gay. So I mean, it happens, you know.
Yeah, she was one of those.
It's called a beard or the skirt or whatever.
It's called a skirt?
Lavender marriage.
I've never heard the term skirt before.
I haven't either.
Wait, what does skirt refer to? Maybe it's not referring to the thing I think. Look, I'm tired. Don't listen to me. I know beard. Beard definitely is a thing. There's another one.
Yeah, definitely beard.
There's an equivalent, but I can't remember what it is. I'm only half gay, so I might be wrong. I'm on some stuff. You might
She's only half right.
Yeah. Don't listen to me.
I like that. I'm only half gay.
I'm not the gayest person in the room, so I should really, out of respect, give it over.
But I'm totally into chicks, so I can comment.
That's fair.
On November 15th, Biden the potato met with the President Xi, attempting to firm up their country's relations.
Biden hasn't been able to firm up for about 50 years.
Oh, he's a beard, she's a skirt.
You
know way too much about that, Hayden.
No, she's a beard. I think.
Would she be the beard and he be the skirt? No, I feel like he's the beard and she's the skirt.
I think it's beard and fag hag, maybe. Don't listen to me. Oh, I'm shutting up now.
I thought fag hag was in regards to something else.
No, that's like women that hang around gay people.
Yeah, they're just the ones that are like in love with the gay dudes.
Yeah.
I don't think our relations with them are really great, but we're gonna keep going. Trying to see. Oh yeah, in 2023 had like 500 of the Earth's hottest days throughout the year, which was interesting.
What? How can you have 500 hottest days in a year?
Yeah.
Global warming.
Because like 1,700 of them were in July.
There's only 30 days in July.
It was like literally 4 days in a row. World's hottest day recorded, and then the next day was like
Yeah, so that's like
by,
4 days. How do you get like 1,700 days in 4
because
days?
I'm dramatic, Jeff, and I
All right.
exaggerate sometimes.
Okay. Confuse me.
No, but there were a lot, like at least 4 days in a row in July. It was like world's hottest day, and then it would be like a 0.degree warmer, and it would be like world's hottest day ever recorded.
They always say that, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, Ozzy had a gay uncle too. Not kidding.
Everybody's got one, I think.
See,
For me, I didn't have one.
I don't think I had a gay uncle. Blame my gay uncle-in-law who married my aunt together for 12 years, then came out of the closet after 2 kids. He had been gay the entire time. Bro, have you seen... So, okay, show on Netflix, Grace and Frankie.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
I've
But
talked
you
Been
love
meaning to
it.
see that.
Yeah,
It is.
their husbands are gay together, and then they became best friends, right?
Well, so, yeah, so, like, at the age of, like, 70 or 80, their husbands come out as, like, gay lovers. And so Grace and Frankie have to, like, kind of move out of their houses because their husbands want to, you know, get married.
And it's Michael Douglas, and who's the other one in it?
It's Sheen.
Oh yeah, Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen and Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda. And it's like, I love Lily Tomlin so much. She's also like one of the older lesbians to
She's what?
She's the original.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the OGs. But like in
the source of all lesbians.
Yes.
She's lesbian zero.
She's the supreme. That's what she is. She's the supreme.
She is
lesbian.
the supreme.
Yep.
Have you seen Coven?
I love Coven so much.
Oh my god.
I'm a big fan.
And did you see, what was it, season 7 where it was Apocalypse?
Like the 3. Yeah,
and
the 3 ones.
I am the fucking oh my god.
Oh my
Mrs.
god.
Flux and I will say that all the time. It's like, I'm the fucking supreme. And it's like,
Dude.
I mean,
okay. Jessica.
I have a thing for Sarah Paulson.
Jessica Lange is my favorite. I love Fiona so much.
Oh,
Sarah Paulson is amazing, and she did incredible in the serialization of the OJ thing. It's just she's an Amber Heard fan and supporter, and I was like, ew, I can't.
Yeah.
But I love her acting, and she's carried every season of American Horror Story
Oh, totally.
through all the shitty writing, and you know, and the inability to come up with a good ending. She's so good.
Any single role that woman takes, she is flawed. Did you see Ratchet?
Oh, Ratchet was great. I wish they would have made a season 2.
Right?
I fell asleep in the first episode. I didn't watch that much of it.
It's the backstory for Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. She plays Nurse Ratchet.
Yes, Steve Gosney, I know.
I love Sarah Paulson, and I actually really love Ryan Murphy's work. I think what Ryan Murphy is doing is a lot of like, if you watch a lot of his stuff, he does a lot of like kind of subliminal stuff. But I really love Ryan Murphy's work, and I really love Sarah Paulson. I would totally smash 100 times over. I do know that she's kind of like on the liberal side, and like, you know,
respect. You know, she's a very talented actor, and regardless
probably
of the politics,
Scientologist.
She's sexy as hell.
She's very versatile, and you know, it's like there are two kinds of actors: the actors who only ever play themselves, and the actors who can play anybody. And she's like the Jim Carrey of her time, sort of.
Oh, absolutely. Every single role. And I love like when she does like roles from like, you know, the 40s and 50s. I love her in that style.
She's excellent.
Chandler said something important.
What is that?
I have never seen the final episode of any American Horror Story.
None of them.
What?
I've seen most of them, but I never watched the final one because I watched the final episode of the first season and it sucked. And then I figured I could see they were all going down the path to suckage.
No.
They're great for about the first 5 episodes, and then the last few episodes you can just see they're going to suck town.
You're not wrong. It's like a paper straw. You know, it's like it seems like a good idea and it holds up in the beginning and then it just deteriorates completely.
See, but that's the thing. I've always loved the ending of the shows because I feel like they've always been fucked up, but they've always had like a resolution that I've been okay with.
The Blood Tide one had so much promise, and then it ended so
Wait, which blood
stupidly.
type one?
The one that was set in Providence,
Rhode Island in P-Town?
Yeah, with like the black pill and the little
that's
girl
the thing. That
good.
whole storyline, I felt like they should have made that into an entire season.
Yes, they should
like
have.
the carnival one. The carnival one was awesome.
The carnival one was good.
The one, oh my god, Jessica Lange doing Life on
Freak
Mars
Show.
in a suit. Oh, that Freak Show was very good. That was an amazing performance.
I listened to her sing that song often. Like,
the
I
German
love
accent,
her
like,
version.
Mhm.
I just love it.
It's so haunting, and like the makeup and the way that it's
is.
all put together, it's fantastic. It was
All
really
right, I
well
have
done.
to show you something.
So good.
I
like Evan Peters too. I think Evan Peters is very versatile.
Oh, Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson are like, I think they're two of the most dynamic people that, like, they are such a good on-screen pair. Like, their chemistry and the way they are able to interact with each other, and how they're able to interact with each other as multiple characters. Like,
Oh God, what is the word for that?
I think they do it so well. Like,
they're great.
I hate the worst season that ever happened was Roanoke. Like, I hated
Roanoke
that.
Was a mess.
Really?
I thought it was really freaky and haunting, and I really liked the beginning, but it deteriorated so significantly towards the end, and it just became all blood and guts. It was very scary.
And
there were some very scary moments, but it was too much. It was overkill.
Yeah, and like I said, like, most of the endings, I'm okay because of, like, it comes to a resolution that I'm like, okay, I'm okay. But it was like, in the end of that, he just killed everybody.
Yeah,
it was like, everybody's dead. We're just killing everybody.
Jeff, I get what you're saying. It's not satisfying. The alien one that they did, I was just like, I'm not watching the end of this. Like, screw that. Like, I just stopped watching. I didn't care how it ended.
What alien one?
It was the second half of the season with Blood Tide or Red Tide or whatever.
Oh, I didn't actually watch that one.
Where like it was so weird, and it was like it had all these flashbacks to like the 50s. I don't even know what was happening. It was too much for me.
I must admit, like Ozzy Overlord says, you know, there's a few shows that you've never seen the last episode of because he doesn't like finality. I also have not watched the last episode of Ozark for exactly that reason.
I didn't like Ozark that much. I really hate Jason Bateman. He's so smarmy. I can't stand him.
I saw him at Disneyland one time.
I'm very opinionated. But I mean, I loved Arrested Development. It's just, I feel like he is Michael Bluth. Like, he's just a dick. So I'm just like, I don't like. I mean, no, but he always plays himself. And Ozark was just, I don't know, I just don't like him. I'm sure there are some actors that you don't like. Like, name an actor that you just can't stand. Like, you wouldn't watch something if they were in it.
Grace Jones.
Okay. See? We all have our...
It's one of two movies I've walked out of. It was the James Bond film she was in. Beauty
I really like Grace Jones. I think Grace Jones is so hot, man. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, that's...
I can't stand her personality. She's a horrific actress. Shut up and sing. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I only like her look. I don't know anything about her as an actor.
That's Sarah Paulson and her partner.
They're cute together.
Joyce Brothers?
Holland Taylor.
She's married to Joyce Brothers.
It's Holland Taylor.
I'm old. I don't know who Joyce Brothers is.
All I know is that in my mind, this means I have a chance. Because she likes older, like, you know, so she...
Oh, did Mrs. Fox give you a pass for Sarah Paulson?
We have a celebrity sexception list.
Sexception, yeah.
Yeah, we have sexception. But it's a celebrity. Sarah Paulson is on my list. We have a top 3. Technically, it's a top 4, but we include because, to be fair, we add one dude to... She has a dude and I have a dude on our list.
Oh, interesting. I have Sydney Sweeney at the top of my list if I ever get married. But you know, she's young, but she's...
Who are the dudes?
For her, it's... I mean, I'm not particularly proud of this, but for her, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, fair.
For me, it's Henry Cavill. I would.
But he could never hug you with his little Tyrannosaurus arms.
Oh my god!
How did I know that?
He's got beautiful arms. Like, I can appreciate his beautiful self, and he's got a jawline for days. and he plays Geralt. I just more for the Geralt aspect, but definitely.
I actually started playing just this last week. Started playing the original Witcher on the computer.
The original Witcher?
Yeah.
And you stayed up so late that you were like exhausted for work the next day.
Yeah, that's right.
I would do
Just
that.
randomly got a wild hair up my ass and thought, I haven't played Witcher for like 20 years.
I've never heard that you got a wild hair up your ass. That's really I don't know where that comes from, but it's really funny.
I did that with Grand Theft Auto recently online. Cause I've been playing the online for years, and like they came out with a few new updates that I wanted to check out. And then I stayed up super late playing like one night, and I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Why do people do this? I'm tired. Invader Talk says, Henry Cavill, you're gonna have to fight Anna that Star Wars. I know.
Yeah, but she's engaged, so you know, it's like it's all about timing and opportunity.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
Valley Low said to go gay for Tom Hardy. See, Tom Hardy's one of those actors that like you don't know it's Tom Hardy until you see the credits. At least I'm bad for faces. I'm not great at facial recognition. So it's like after the end of Batman, like, what? Oh, Bane? That was Tom Hardy. And then I'm watching the Peaky Blinders. I watched like 5 seasons before I realized it was Tom Hardy playing out. I'm like, what? He's a chameleon. He just gets so into the roles that I never realize it's him until someone points it out to me. But then I start thinking, wait a minute, Alfie sounds a lot like Bane. So,
Invader Talk says, sounds like Flux would go. Oh, absolutely! I would climb that man like a tree.
You're probably taller than him, though, is the thing.
No, because he's like.
Are you short?
Hold on, how tall is he? I'm pretty sure he's like 6 foot.
How tall is Henry Cavill? Sorry.
Oh, I'm actually typing it in.
How tall is Henry Cavill?
Why is the first thing? Okay, so I type in how tall is, and the first.
Oh, he's 185 centimeters. Never mind. He's like fucking way taller than me. Never mind.
I was gonna say Henry. He's like 6 something. So like
6'4". Sorry, but his arms are only like 3'2" though. So
I saw somebody was like 6'8" yesterday when I was at the Grove, and I was just mesmerized.
Well, that's Drex.
Yes,
yeah, exactly. Drex is tall as hell.
Drex made you look like my size when he picked you up at the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. I typed in how tall is, and the first thing that popped up was Baron Trump.
That's weird.
Oh my god, what are they feeding that boy? Did you see the family photo? He's like so freaking tall. I don't know what happened. He was like tiny.
He got mom's jeans is what he got.
He's like a redwood. He's massive.
He is. I mean, it's so funny too because he looks so much like Donald.
He really
Somebody's
does.
Listening.
He's mini Donald.
Because mine was how tall is Taylor Swift? That's the first thing that came for me. She's 180 centimeters. God, she's taller than me too. Oh my god, there's this cute little picture of her standing next to Mraz. He comes up like her armpit. That's cute.
Yeah, and she wears heels, so that makes her even taller.
Yeah, like Jason Mraz looks like a fucking leprechaun standing next to her. That's cute.
I hope she's happy with her new boyfriend. They seem really happy together. The
football
baseball dude. I can't remember his name.
Dude?
Yeah, baseball dude. Everybody knows.
I thought he was football dude.
Taylor Swift. I can't remember his first name, but he plays for the Redskins. Nope, they're not the Redskins anymore. That's right.
Somebody will know.
He plays for the Chiefs. I think he plays for the Chiefs. And now Taylor Swift is dating him.
Is she ever going to settle down? We'll find out on the next season of Single.
Will she? Won't she? On her next latest album, we'll find out.
I mean, she's doing pretty good for herself. If she wants to get married, she'll get married. If she doesn't, whatever.
Oh yeah, she got the right stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to like go a little faster through November. It doesn't seem like there's just a lot of
Israel stuff.
Footage of a rare giant rat, one of the world's largest rodents, the size of a newborn baby, captured for the first time on the island of Vagina, Solomon Islands.
Then Gunu. Wait, but above that,
like
Australia said
better.
sorry. Australia said sorry again.
Yeah, it's sorry day.
No, it's a different sorry.
It's an apology to people affected by whatever this is, morning
sickness drug.
Do you know about thalidomide?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, can I tell you?
Billy Joel sang about it.
So thalidomide is a drug that was prescribed to pregnant women for morning sickness, and it ended up creating massive birth defects in a large number of children. And I have a friend who is a little bit older, and older than Jeff, and he told me he dated a girl who had been affected by the thalidomide disaster, and she would always keep one hand in her pocket, and it turned out she only had 2 fingers. So it was just, it caused massive deformities, and it was just a really, this is why they, regulate, this is like I think it maybe led to the creation of the FDA, or it led to really strict food and drug protocols. But it was a disaster. I mean, imagine like you think you're just taking something that's going to keep you from being nauseous, and then it's deforming your fetus, but when you don't even know it. So Australia, I guess, was like, sorry about that. Sorry, you only have 2 fingers on one hand.
I knew a guy who was born without thumbs.
How did that affect him?
Not at all. He just...
I feel like you'd need him, though. Don't you?
No, like he did
everything. You had them.
Watching him text was incredible. He just grabbed his phone and was like... And I will say the weird thing... you don't think about this, but when you go to shake someone's hand, what stops your hand from going all the way up the arm, like when you meet, is the thumb like joints when you meet somebody's hand. Like that's what, like, where you kind of stop just because you hit that natural resistance.
Thumbs enforce boundaries. I like it.
If you don't have thumbs, you don't meet that resistance, and then you end up shaking the person's hand like halfway up their wrist.
Huh.
It's something you don't think about.
I'm glad we have thumbs.
See, Flux, I know you've heard Billy Joel's song "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Yes, sir.
There's a lyric in there where he's listing off things, and he mentions children of thalidomide. So.
Is that what that's in reference to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
they redid that song to make it more modern.
I always just thought that was some like random genocide in a country somewhere.
If you Google it, there are images of. I mean, it's kind of like Chernobyl. You probably don't want to, but if you're morbidly curious and you can stomach it, it's just it's what you would imagine.
Ooh.
Probably couldn't do Filipino stick fighting without thumbs. Nice, JKD.
Like it was so cool and fascinating to like just.
That was the most random thing I've seen all day.
That was really funny.
That was just really random.
This is why I love chat. You guys are really hilarious. This is why I was so sad that I missed the mod stream, because I really wanted to meet some of you guys because you're hilarious people.
JKD. Oh God.
D what says back in the day shaking hands were forearms, forearm to forearm, and it really was to make sure you didn't have a shiv. I mean that's a good way to do it.
That's the origin of the salute as well. Raise your visor to see them eye to eye, and then also to see that there was nothing up the sleeves.
Yeah, we do so many ceremonial ritual things that have like really bizarre origins, and we were so removed from it.
That's how Koreans shake hands.
How?
Like, Koreans will shake hands by putting one hand on the other and sort of lifting the sleeve up a little bit.
See, I always thought it was just like a respect thing, like, because everything over there is two-handed. Mm-hmm. Like you hand things with 2 hands. So I always thought when like,
and that's the same reason. So if you're handing something with 2 hands, you can't be reaching for a weapon with the other one.
Thought it like they were like, this is just so I did it because I just thought it was the culture. I never understood why. That's neat.
Yeah, it goes back to feudal days.
It took me a long time to like break myself of that habit when I got back to the States. Like I always did everything two-handed for the longest time.
Yeah, so they give things two-handed, like business cards or whatever they hand you, or glasses, anything. And when you take a glass from someone, you hold it with two hands, and it's because
Like
whenever someone's at their vulnerable point, if you don't do it with two hands, like when you shake, because like the Korean traditional clothes, very very loose sleeves where you can hide weapons and things. They would always just like kind of raise up the sleeve to show you it's empty and give you your hands.
Shaking hands is so weird to me. I mean, like I have my family is, like French Moroccan, and so everybody just does like the double kiss, like the kiss on, each cheek, and that's just normal for me.
See, JKD Buck, that's exact. The Guxel one handshake is we just call it a handshake in Korea. That's just how you do it here. And that's why it's done, to show you don't have any weapons in your sleeve.
Yeah, everything you receive and that you give with both.
I like kisses better. Kisses are better. I'm just going to call it.
On November 29th, we have more Taylor Swift shit.
So she really dominated this year. She girl bossed the hell out of 2023.
Yeah, seriously, like every month it was like Taylor Swift this, Taylor Swift that. Taylor Swift, Spotify's most streamed global artist of the year with 26.1 billion streams, with Miley Cyrus's Flowers the most streamed song. I really like the song Flowers.
Swifties are like a whole genre of people, and I feel like they think that they love this very niche artist sort of, and she's so mega popular. It's kind of funny.
See, yeah, we were talking about this a little bit before you came. I don't understand the control she has over like the Swiftie. The Swifties are like dedicated people.
It's a lot of single women who like make bad choices with men, and they identify with her.
But you know what I noticed too? It's a lot of like women our age with their daughters now.
I have seen that. Yeah, there's a really cute family on YouTube, and like the mom is a Swiftie, and all the kids, like she has two adorable kids, who are like super articulate, and they know all the words to all the Taylor Swift songs.
Ellie Fant says Flux would smash Tay Tay. Yep.
She's cute.
100%. November 30th. Russia's Supreme Court labels LGBTQ plus movement an extremist organization, effectively outlawing it.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
I mean, I don't.
There have been accounts of like
people are kind of extreme. See, and this is the thing. I think like because of the times we're in and because of how aggressive the LGBT has gotten, like it's forced these other countries to take extreme measures.
But see, no, I disagree. Because in Russia, it's very oppressive for gay people, and it's not the same kind of culture as it is here. I feel like we're used to people being really, really out in the past like 5 years. In Russia, they will kill you for being gay. There was a guy who
in
was
a lot of countries they will.
A Ukrainian singer was kidnapped by the Russian government and allegedly, unalived by them for his homosexuality, and nobody knows what happened to him. He might have been Georgian, possibly. And this was just allegedly. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was a weird, creepy story. People aren't really out in Russia, from my understanding, but I think you'd have to ask Russians exactly what it's like there. It's just not the same. It's not like it is here, where everybody's super like out and proud and like, like wearing, dog masks and stuff.
And like, that's the thing. You go to any other country and there is nothing like what you have here. Like the United States is the only place where like this, like we're
like bring back shame. Can I have a little more shame? I think shame would be useful and helpful. Like, be a little bit ashamed of yourself,
Like, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I have no shame. I have a little bit of shame, but it's not that I have no shame. I have no shame, but I do have self-respect. That's the thing.
That. Yeah.
It's like
no, exactly.
You can't really shame me, but I do have self-respect, and I'm not gonna do certain things that are going to make me look less savory.
I think everybody's sex life and dating life should be private for the most part. And I don't really want to know what people do with each other, whether they're any sexuality. Like, I am not interested in what goes on in your bedroom. I'm not interested in what turns you on. Like, you just go and be a person, and I'll be interested in the people I'm interested in. But like, keep that to yourself. Is it just me? I mean, is there no... I mean, everybody kisses and tells. Everybody talks about their body count. It's just like, why do we need to know? We need to know less about people.
Well, see, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. When did it become normal to like just talk about literally everything? Like, my dude, something should be private. Like, you can talk
8
about it
years.
with your friends or your close group of friends,
Mhm.
but like when you're trying to scream it out to the masses,
Like when you make a TikTok about how you think you have
oh
herpes,
yeah,
and then you go to the doctor and you realize you have herpes. Like you don't, everybody, your future employers, your children are going to be able to see that. But like, keep that to yourself, please. I mean, it was really sad.
Can I
yeah.
totally change the subject? I'm
Yes.
sorry, I got sidetracked while you were talking about all that stuff that a straight heterosexual man doesn't care about.
Mhm.
I'm back now. I love Frankie. He makes me laugh sometimes.
What
Frank
Branka
is awesome.
do?
There we go.
Wait, we need Branka antics.
Hold on. And
This is from the New York Post. I'm an ecosexual. I've fallen in love with an oak tree.
Yep.
And Branka's response, "Hey, Lawn Lumber, she's available."
Oh my god.
I just saw that. Thought it was hilarious.
That is hilarious. That's really funny. I love Branka.
I just saw
I
that.
don't think
Thought it was
Lawn
funny.
Lumber is available though. I think he got engaged, didn't he?
Rumor has it.
He might have missed out on the love of his life. Oh, what daddy stuff. Those
oh,
are really
that
hilarious. I
is,
love it.
I just thought that was funny.
Sometimes I
just
love Twitter. Like
I
the
love the way
internet.
Branka's brain works.
What's a broken baker in the house? What's up,
Hey.
Baker? How's it going?
I just think about Evil
yeah.
Dead, like that scene in Evil Dead. I'm just like,
No, but Ozzy the other day was, I think it was like yesterday or something, was talking about there was a party that was broken up in Russia because like it was a not normal relationship party. And that's how they
Cool.
classified it, as a non like normal or whatever. It was so like, they called it, they didn't call it homosexuals or
right.
like LGBT.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, non-traditional values were being promoted or whatever. And a
Yay,
politician,
non-traditional values.
a politician was like arrested for just showing up with like a sock on his junk. I think he spent 15 days in jail.
Worth it.
Because for
Yeah.
being like obscene or whatever. But yeah, that was, Russia don't like that very much.
Was it like a dress
I do have a
sock or like a
question.
sports sock?
Yes.
In theory, how much longer will we be going?
Well, I was just gonna
It's-
say that's the end of November, and I think I'm gonna close it for November. Because it's like almost 10:40 here.
Yeah.
And I need to
I
go
just
late.
got things to do.
Yeah.
Because I
But that-
cleaned out my refrigerator and I realized my fridge was full. And I
Ooh.
cleaned out my refrigerator and I realized I have nothing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
nothing.
Except for,
I
I
have-
mean, you got booze.
Now you have room for more
Well, that's
food.
not in the fridge.
Fresh food.
I mean, I have 3 chicken breasts, some cheese, some dried meat, and some like mayonnaise and about 9 eggs. That was the only stuff that was salvageable in the fridge. I mean, I had shit that I didn't even know what it was.
I've had that. Like I'd like
It's
this
been in the
used to be
back for
celery.
years.
It's some brown goo now. I don't know why.
Yeah, the amount of stuff in my fridge that expired in like 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mold grows mold. It's terrible. It's a health hazard.
I just like threw everything away that was, and I literally have nothing. Like nothing in my fridge.
Now you need more groceries. Fresh.
Yeah, so now I got to go buy more stuff to put in my fridge. This is gonna go wrong.
But no, that was pretty much it. I mean, we've had a hell of a year. From spy balloon. Oh, hold on, let me remove that. From spy balloons to like, the wildfires and the Dalai Lama having to apologize for asking stuff.
No, an 8-year-old boy.
Oh, an 8-year-old boy. That's right.
Suck my
That's
tongue.
right.
It's really normal.
Yeah, it's a total traditional thing. Like,
Holy moment.
that's it's been a year, and I don't know about you guys, but I am excited I'm looking forward to the shit show that is about to hit us, that is the election year.
It's gonna be fantastic. I'll cheers to that.
Well, a bunch of us were out at the Christmas dinner at the Cigar Lounge, and that was our 2023 cheers. May you all have a very boring 2024.
I've got Maker's
Hey,
Mark here.
I said
I've got
I recognize that wax
here that I could use as a toast.
Don't mix
close
them.
out. I'll do Maker's Mark. I don't want to shoot soju right now.
Okay.
That's not the greatest idea.
I have a Riesling.
All right. To 2024, may it not be as much of a suckfest and political mess as 23. I don't think that's gonna work, but I only filled this up halfway.
I got nothing.
All right.
I think I still have some water left in my cup.
The best thing that came out of 2023 was meeting you guys.
I was gonna say 2023 was amazing. If for the only reason I got to meet you guys and hang out with you guys.
That was fun.
We're the same person. Amazing. Your brain is thinking the same thoughts that I'm thinking. So
oh my God. And yesterday Chandler and I were texting and we texted the same exact thing at the same exact time to each other.
We're like, I'm just like separated at birth.
I was like, oh my God. And she was like, oh my God. It was weird.
Flux was like, weird. Get out of my head.
Yes. I literally was like, get out of my head. And she goes, no,
you get out of my head. Yeah. I love you guys.
I got to meet you guys and Hayden.
Yay.
He's here in spirit right now.
But he's shopping, so wait, I get it.
That was seriously one of the most fun times I have. I can't wait to we're doing Vegas this year, right?
Hope so.
Yeah, definitely.
So Jeff, I don't know if we told you, we wanted to have the plan where we would all meet in Vegas, and then what's gonna end up happening is probably Chandler, Mrs. Flux, and I will road trip back to California.
We could say hi to Ari Jacob if we want.
That would be so fun.
Gotta meet OJ.
Say hi to OJ.
Yes, which I think we should turn that possibility into a reality.
I could face it if I was with you guys, definitely. But
because how cool would it be if Jeff had he has his if he his thumbnail would then be a picture of him and OJ.
Yeah.
Well, he is on Twitter. He does social media, so I could see him coming on and wanting to talk about some stuff. You never know. It could be interesting.
It could be interesting. Here's to 2024, that it will be interesting, full of friends and fun, and all of that good shit that we like to, say stuff. Okay. God, I hope 2024 is not as bad as 2020.
Water.
I feel good about it. I actually feel very good about it. I feel very focused, very energized, and I have plans. I have very specific goals, and I just think you can really leave all of the bad stuff behind. Screw it. Who cares? It's over.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons I do love New Year's is because, it does kind of give you some type of reset. Whether you want to, it's if anything, the calendar's changing, the biggest part of the calendar. And we're all going to be stuck writing 2023 for the first month and then crossing it out and writing 2024. So I'm excited for that.
I asked people on Twitter what they were excited for this upcoming year. And wait, Flux, do you know Skipper?
Like the guy Gilligan?
There's this guy named Skipper. He lives on a boat. He's a lawyer. He lives in Hawaii, and he's he knows Jeff. He'll come and super chat sometimes. He's in chat. I've become really good friends with him. We're friends through Twitter. He likes fighting with all the Amber Heard people. He's really funny.
Nice.
He says he's licensed to be an asshole in numerous states. As
I like that.
And so I asked him, and he was just like, "I'm just looking forward to it being even and divisible by 2." It'll be a good year for that reason. So I'm down. That's a good way to look at it.
That is good.
Yeah.
And I mean, if anything, it'll be full of a bunch of fun debates between a bunch of old grumpy people. So
that'll be interesting. Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I know
absolutely fun.
I
I'm so
literally
happy I
said,
got to come on.
like,
I can't think of
you
anywhere
guys
else I'd rather be tonight. I was actually supposed to go to a bar, but like my friend got sick and I was just like, what am I gonna do? And now I got to hang out with people who are better than probably whoever I was gonna hang out with. I love you
Aw.
guys.
Aw.
Always
I was
happy to
like,
hang out.
I sent you guys the link like 10 minutes before. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are my true homies. You guys are my friends. Um Viva or Ozzy says Viva la Revolution. Oh yeah. We need a new tea party. It's law. Viva la Revolution. Because yeah. All right. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm rambling. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Come back next
Ladies,
week. Jeff, go ahead and chill yourself. Grip
just
yourself.
join me 2 weeks from now when these two lovely ladies will be on Legal Vice's Lady Bits.
I'm so excited to be one of Jeff's lady bits.
He's calling it that. I love it.
That's all. Oh, we have a poll. I forgot
Oh,
we
yeah.
had a poll.
What
I'm
was the
gonna
poll?
end the poll. Oh, I just ended it. Wait, where did it go? It disappeared.
What did we ask people?
Oh wait, there it is. Okay. We asked if it should be called Legal Vices Loves Lady Bits or Legal Vices Lady Bits. And chat said with 58%
Ooh, it's close.
Legal Vices Lady Bits and at 41% Legal Vices Loves Lady Bits.
Oh,
I think it needs to be
1%
like,
go.
it needs to have like a colon. It needs to be Legal Vices, colon, Lady Bits, because
No,
otherwise
it'll be
like,
It'll be Legal Vice's apostrophe Lady Bits.
Mm.
I'm
but
going
I don't
there.
want it to seem like you have Lady Bits. It might...
See, that's the joke. I do. I have bits of ladies
Yeah,
around.
he has his little
See?
lady bit.
Hey, everybody,
there's bits
a
of
man who's
ladies.
very, you're secure in your masculinity. Most men
I
would
am.
be like, you know, I love that. All right, I'm down. I'm excited for that.
Right?
Get down
So
with
2 weeks
lady
from
bits.
now,
That's fine.
2 weeks from
All
now,
right.
we're gonna all be participating in that, and Jeff's gonna be the only.
Oh wait, no,
only
is
sausage.
it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? I can't do math.
It's not gonna be a
It's
sausage fest.
3 weeks.
It's not gonna be
3 weeks from now. 3 weeks
It'll
from
be
now.
fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, dudes.
2 weeks from now is Hayden's birthday. I don't know. I don't know
Vices,
how I'm talking about.
ho-hos.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
I do need to get running, ladies. So.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody. Oh, you want to dip out if you want?
I'm just gonna probably let you ladies talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye,
It was good seeing you.
folks.
Thanks for hanging out.
And everybody,
Taylor.
check me out on Remy_legal. I am going to be doing some really cool stuff in January. I've planned a lot of streams. I'm doing some prep for some great shows. And on Friday, I have something solidly set with Honey Badger Radio's Allison. She is fantastic. And she's going to come on for my F-Feminism stream. I'm really excited. So we're going to be doing that at... Oh, I want to say... sometime in the afternoon. I will post the link Friday. Don't miss it. Middle of the day, we're going to do F-Feminism, bringing it back, and I'm going to be doing some really interesting streams I'm very excited about. So I'm also going to be on Nina Infinity's channel at some point in January, which will be really fun. Nina's really, really cool. I'm super excited about that. And I'll be doing OJ Thursdays as usual until we move on to our next secret trial, which we will not reveal. It'll be great. And yeah, we're going to have a great time. And hopefully I'm going to get this lovely lady on my channel. We can talk about some fun stuff. I'm just really excited because I want to stream a lot in January and I have the time to do it. So join me on Remy_legal. Subscribe if you haven't already and look forward to excellent content where I bash feminism and support men. Thank you.
That's a good spiel.
Thanks.
That's a good wrap up.
I kind of just, riffed on it.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, guys, go check out Chandler. Go check out Jeff. Make sure you guys give these people your lovely subscription because they always have very entertaining content. And as for me, if you liked it, go ahead, hit that like button. If you'd like, you can go ahead and subscribe. But we're chill here. We're not.
You want to. You do. Let me grift you a little bit. She's fantastic. You want to subscribe if you haven't already. She puts out amazing content. This Flux here. I love her.
Oh, thank you. See, I don't want to force. The only time anybody is ever forced to do anything against their will, possibly, is when there's gifted membership, and then they have now become a Mocha Dick by force.
Yes.
Which that is the only time. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow morning for Minecraft mornings.
God, I hope I wake up in time for that. I never do. I always try to, and I never do. I'm like, I'm sorry. But I will try this time. It's always
fun. I started Minecraft mornings because I used to wake up early before Mrs. Flux, and I had nothing to do. So I was like, let me just stream Minecraft. But then it turned into like Mrs. Flux streaming with me, and like we started our world. And then somewhere along the lines, I started sleeping into like 8:30ish. And so by the time I get out of bed and kind of like moving around, and like Jeff was saying earlier, he's slow to kind of get moving I'm slow to get moving. I get up at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I still don't start streaming till like 10 because I'm kind of
You're smart because you get ready the night before. I mean, like when we were rooming in Houston, like you'd be up and you'd just be like out the door because you braided your hair, you took a shower the other night, like you'd be like,
oh yeah.
I would take like 7 hours to get to wherever we were going.
That's
all the funny stuff.
That's the military training in me though. Like we literally would have drill. You get ready at like 5 minutes and you're out the door. Or
you
like
got some military braids going. Your braids are like really perfect too. Like they're like that's some military braiding.
Thank you.
I wish I knew how to braid like that. You'll have to maybe teach me at some point because I'm really bad.
I mean, it's just a normal braid. Because it's so much easier. I have to bind up this hair, otherwise it's just too much. It is
very it's kind of wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, my hair's really long too. It's hard to manage.
Your hair looks really pretty right now. It's like all nice and like just down. I do wish I had straight hair. I can't wear it down because it is too curly and frizzy. And it just
But you manage it. You figure it out.
I do. I manage it with the braids.
And it's your signature look, and it's cute.
Yeah. But guys, check out Minecraft Morning. Head over to Torin3 and give him a like and subscribe. I'll be over on his channel on Sunday. I'll be doing some painting while he does some braiding. It's going to be fun. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I will see you guys later. Have an excellent night. Be excellent to each other. And party on
and Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys. Oh wait, no, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you before next year. But Happy New Year if I don't see you guys before then. Bye. Be excellent to each other.